Okay, welcome. We are continuing our Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperboria. That's the back of the book. You got it. Campaign in Port Greeley. I don't know if I showed you guys the cover of this. If I did, you probably wouldn't have come. It is actually, well, the night of, so just about the next day, but actually it might be the next day. So it is the 23rd day of the 3rd month of the 8th year. Our heroes find themselves in a bit of a pickle. Many of you are sleeping, which is very nice. It's very comfortable, nice, deep sleep that maybe you haven't experienced in a long time. Although our valiant paladin has woken up first, if I'm not mistaken, and you realize that when the crowd of locals, townies as they're called, overtook you, they then placed you in basically stockades in front of the fane, which you had kind of explored before. It seems like dead quiet, and you can just see bits of the sun starting to rise, so you know that it's probably about like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. And when you see the old man, the drunk that you had interacted with before, kind of coming out of the shadows towards you, and he's got a dagger in his hand, and he says to you, well, you tell me what you're thinking and what's going on there with your character, Crystal, and we'll go from there. So Crystal, tell us about your character, and yeah, let's do
it. Sitting in this cage, a redheaded woman with a scowl on her face, looking at this temple of evil besetting before her. She grits her teeth and makes a fist as she grabs the cages that bind her at this moment. She takes a breath as she looks around, looking for her friends to see if her allies have made it. She feels a lot of things at this moment, but she knew that this was inevitable, even though she managed to take out many evil foes. There were just far too many, and there are power in numbers. So at this point, she just knows that her objective is first to make sure her friends are okay, and then ultimately to take out this den of evil that Apollo has graciously set in front of her to destroy, and that is Ruziah, Paladin of Apollo.
Excellent. I know I said stockade, but actually I meant with stocks. So you got your head through a wooden piece in your hands. So it's one of those dealios. Yeah, you look around. Probably hard because it's hard to move your head around too much, especially since you're wearing armor because you put your armor on and they did not strip you. And you can see that your 3 friends are also in similar situations. It's hard to say what state they're in. They don't. You can't. I mean, the sun's coming up, so it's getting a little bit of light here. They don't look. You don't see like blood dripping off of them or anything, but it's also hard to say. You know that they had passed out before the major combat really started. At that, as I said, the old man, the drunk, kind of stumbles out of the shadows, and he has a dagger in his hand, and he looks at you and he says, "I could free you, but I don't. They would just catch you again. I'll be back. Don't worry. They won't kill you today. That's for sure." And he looks up at the sky. He says, "Not until the moon is full." And he starts to kind of walk away. Well, limp away. He's drunk. He's kind of staggers away, I guess is a fair word for it, into the darkness. So yeah, I mean, whatever. Maybe you try to get some sleep, or you don't. I mean, you didn't really sleep. You only had your head bashed in. So either way, as the light of the day starts to fall upon the party, as you guys are kind of shackled out there, everybody can make a test of Constitution because it is 0 degrees. And you can use. If you fail, you're going to take some damage.
Yep, I fail.
Okay. So give yourself a D4 damage if you fail. And as you guys kind of wake up, you can intro your characters, and if you want to mention what the cold's doing to you or whatever, if it's doing anything, feel free. And I'm just going to start from my left, actually, which is Tony. So, Tony, tell us about Brighild and what's going on. Oh, I'll also mention, by the way, guys, just so and you can put it into your story. So they just basically took you up and dragged you here. So anything big that you had, like a backpack or a shield or a spear, in the case of Brighild, is not anywhere near you. They clearly just left it or did something with it. You're not really sure. If you had something small on your body, that like a belt pouch or a dagger that might have been hidden, that might still be on you, but anything large was stripped from you. So, sorry to interrupt if you were just about to get started, but go ahead, Tony, and tell us about Brighild and what she's thinking. And yeah,
The imposing warlock by the name of Brighild, as she awakens and seeing the situation she's in the freezing cold that has damaged her health just now. She looks around to kind of garner where they are to get the surroundings. And are they out? They're outside? Are they inside a shed or a building? Or
yeah, they're outside. So if you look in roll 20, where it says Fane in the center there,
yep.
you can see those like stalks in front, like those little signs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so basically you got your head through and your arms through, and you're basically just right out front in that lawn. Well, it's not really a lawn, but yeah.
Are there people around, citizens or not? Or
when the sun comes up and you're kind of, or by the time you wake up, you don't, I'm going to say no, not this early. You're going to wake up before anybody shows up. You do see your friends, though, but it appears that they might also be unconscious from what you can tell.
Yeah, she just makes note of her surroundings, where they are, and she doesn't say anything else or try to get out, knowing that it's useless at this point. So that is Brighild, the warlock.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Roll a d8, everybody, and when the direction that you're facing will be determined, because you might be facing one way or the other. So what would you roll? One. Okay, so you're actually facing the Fane. You're facing in that direction, and then we'll just count around the different directions. So you're facing north, which is directly at the Fane.
All right.
All right.
8.
Panesta? Or Nikki? I'm sorry. I just call you Panesta now. You've been Panesta for so long.
That's fine. You can call me that. Panesta the Bard wakes up. It's cold, but it's not affecting her quite yet. And she just looks around and says, "Oh my gosh, not again. Again with this." And she rolled a 4, by the way, on her D8. So
okay,
I don't know what
so that means you are exact. So you're facing south. So you're facing into the town, right? Because it's like a
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are actually facing the opposite directions of each other, so you can't see each other most likely.
She is very frustrated and she is very angry. That's Panesta.
Yes. Crystal, go ahead and roll a d8 for your character to see what direction you were facing as well.
7.
7. Okay, so you're actually facing like northeast. So I'm sorry, northwest. So you're actually that one way up in the corner over there. So if we're in roll 20, basically Crystal's Rizia is right there. Brighild's like right here. Panesta, actually, I'll put you here so you can probably see Brighild's legs, and then we'll figure out. You guys are facing in your directions. And Rush, go ahead and tell us about your character and what's going on here as you are waking up in the freezing cold in a stock.
So Old Tan would wake up locked into these stocks, cold, having remembered what happened the night before. He just kind of sits there for a minute. Once he gets his wits about him, he just kind of. And I rolled an 8, by the way.
Okay, so you're also facing up. So you're probably here. So I'm going to say you're facing Panesta, more or less.
So I kind of glance up, look at Panesta, and see that, well, apparently I'm not the only one that got caught. And really the only words that he would have is he sits there and he just kind of droops his head. instinctively tries to go and put his hand to his forehead and realizes he can't do it. And he's just like, I thought Zambala sucked. And that's really all he says. And just kind of tries to glance around and see how many of his friends are around. And he just kind of sits there and he's like, well, let's just see what's going to happen. And that is Ultan, cleric of Hyundai.
Excellent. So you're actually facing this fane, which you can see. I'll give some description here because everybody but Panesta can see it, actually. I would say, too, where you're positioned, Ultan, you can see Panesta kind of off to the side of you. You can see Brighild, of course, her back end. She's like facing the other way. And you can see the back of probably, you can see everybody from where you are. You're the one person that can see everybody. If this was that riddle where like there's a bunch of gnomes with different colored hats, Rush would be the one that would know everybody's hat color. All right. Let's see. Let me give you a quick little recap of the fane itself and what you can see. The sun is coming up. You can hear, Panesta can see, but the rest of you can hear. I guess probably to a certain extent you guys can see. There are now people. Most of these houses are boarded up. And, you come in the dark, of course, or in the nighttime, I should say. And you, of course, saw that the place by the water was kind of not so occupied. This is even worse. Like most of these buildings look like they're either deserted or they've been closed up. And you do see some people kind of coming out of the houses, though, which is maybe a little bit weird because it's like, why are they living in these kind of wrecked up houses? Like they haven't been taking care of them. And, yeah, I mean, you've seen some people here. They're not pretty. They're weird shaped. They've got these kind of bullety heads and kind of really strange necks that are kind of like blubbery. And they've got kind of odd eyes and they kind of slouch a little bit and drag their feet. They're in kind of very, very basic clothing. None of them are carrying really any like tools or anything except for the fact that some of them are carrying nets, like for catching crabs and lobsters, if you would imagine. So the fane itself rises in the crest of the hill. It's two stories. It's 30 by 30. It's wooden, capped by a verdigris encrusted copper-plated spire. The exterior is scratched and graven with all manner of strange and cryptic symbols related to Cthulhu worship, which probably... Well, Panesta can't see it, but I'll say that certainly Ultan would understand that, what it was. He could recognize it. That they're very, like, they're not orderly as Cthulhu stuff generally is. Well, not some of it is. It looks almost like it was scratched haphazardly and at different times. So it wasn't like something that was done as like a overall decorative motif. It's kind of like worshippers have come and just scratched stuff into the fane itself. Of course, you've got the front steps are accessible. There's a massive double door with a Gorgon-faced brass knocker. And there is a sign that reads Historic Order of Mother Hydra above the door. There's also a green copper bell with a rope that hangs beside the door. And I think that's all you could probably see. Like I say, it's cold. People are doing what they're doing. Nobody's really bothering you or addressing you at all. They're kind of keeping their distance. I guess Panesta probably gets the best view of them. As you can see them kind of leaving their houses like they're going to do their whatever they're going to do for the day. Nobody's kind of addressing you at all. So what are you guys doing?
So one of the things, if Port Greeley is typically underneath, you said it's underneath Cromarium's rule or whatever. So
right.
with me being from Cromarium, would I know what their history would be of worship? In other words, have they always worshipped like this, or are they normally associated with a different god?
That is a good question. And you are a cleric. Let me see what I can tell you about that. Let's see. Port Greeley. You would know that it's at least for the past century or so, that they have leaned in this direction. The major god in Hyperboria is Zotagwa, the frog guy. And they were never for that. But you might know. Now I'm gonna have you make a d6 roll. You can add your int and for any history beyond. But yeah, if for the past 100 years or so, they've been. You would think this is probably what they've been worshiping.
Well, I did roll a 6, but I don't have any.
Okay.
I don't have any int bonus other than for languages.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you don't have much. That's about what you know. You're not sure about before that. Though I will say, it doesn't look like this Fane was necessarily originally a Cthulhu Fane. Like it looks like it's been blasphemed. You would imagine. But what it was before, it would be hard for you to know based on the roll that you had, unfortunately, because you got to roll low for that. Low is good, and you rolled a 6, which is like the worst. So, yeah, you're not sure. I mean, maybe you just weren't interested. Yeah, I mean, you know that. I mean, in Hyperboria in general, that people worship lots of different gods. But you've definitely heard of them worshiping Cthulhu here. You would have imagined that the main Fane would have been Zisagwa, the frog guy. However, this is definitely not. I mean, you know by the look of it that this is definitely was never that kind of a Fane. So whatever it was, you just don't know.
So knowing that, then the only other thing he would have done would have just been kind of, as he is able, since I'm able to look out and see everybody, I'd just be like, hey, are you guys all okay?
If by okay you mean stuck in a stocks, captured again, then yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, well, more just, are you not dead? So I'll take it you're not.
Not dead, not yet.
Can Uzziah hear them?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can't see him because you're facing the wrong way, but nor can Brighild, but you can hear him for sure.
Basically, I get to look at everybody's butts.
Yeah, except for Panesta. You're looking at Panesta's face.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she's facing you.
You just called Panesta's face her butt.
Oh, I just thought you were all facing away from me. Anyway.
Yeah, only Panesta is facing you. She's facing to the south. You guys are all more or less facing north otherwise.
Gotcha.
Uzziah will say, no, I'm not dead. But the priest that looks over this place will be soon.
That's the spirit. Brig, are you okay?
Brighild, at hearing Altan's voice and asks if she's okay, she just shakes her head. You can see her hair flowing back and forth, and she just shakes her head, and you hear her.
Guess that means she's okay.
And then I'm gonna be like all quiet. It's like, yeah, I'm probably angry, which isn't gonna go well for somebody. All right, well, any ideas?
Uzziah wants to try to pull up a little bit and see how sturdy these stalks are.
They're very sturdy. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely. You would have to make some kind of. You probably need an extraordinary feat of strength if you want to break them.
I'm just not sure what I'd do after I broke them.
Mechanically. Yeah, what you all realize so a couple things, just in case you don't remember exactly what went down last time. Crystal's character Rosiah did in fact meet the drunk, but never told anybody about him, as far as I remember. Right, so none of you guys know about that guy. You all ate delicious food and basically passed out. Then you woke up and you were here. So that's basically what you remember, because you weren't part of that fight at all. You were actually prepping the room, because I think you might have heard the bell and then you started to fade off. So obviously you know that, and there's a bell hanging right there. Ah, how convenient.
So while they're sitting there, Old Tan's just going to go, so stop me if you've heard this one. 3 women and a priest walk into a bar.
Yes, and
I don't know. I'll tell you what happens later.
all right.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, that's not my horse. That's my wife. Yeah, I know.
Oh no! I had you on the wrong day. Okay, you already.
The only thing I can think of is to call somebody over, if they'll come over to me, one of the townspeople.
Okay, you want to try to get a town person to come over? I'm sorry, I said the day wrong. It's actually the 25th day.
25th day.
Yeah. Because I was looking and I'm like, oh man, it's about to snow on you. But luckily that happened when you were on the boat. So it does not start to snow. It's a little foggy. And it's actually getting warmer. Quite warm, actually, compared to the way it has been. Yeah, you want to call to an ugly... Well, I won't call them ugly. A differently beautiful member of Fort Greeley.
Yeah, that's the only idea I have, if the stocks aren't breakable for our warriors.
Well, I mean, they're breakable if you were to make a... you would know, anybody who tries to force them, that you would need to make an extraordinary feat of strength. They're going to be hard to break.
If only Uhtred were here.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
Well, yeah. So you call out. Go ahead and roll a d6. Why not?
D6.
You're always gonna make a dice roll.
A 2.
A 2. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Almost immediately, you call out, and pretty much the first person that you call out to turns and looks at you. It's what appears to be, although it's really hard to say, based on the fact that they have like weird tufts of hair coming out here, and it's like it's not really. Most of them are mostly bald and kind of like one eye's bigger than the other, and they're kind of like. But it looks like an older man, and he's got he's dragging these like nets that are like weighted, instead of like the lobster cages like you saw the other people have. And he stops and he looks and he says, "Oh, we have some new members. Welcome. I hope the best for you." And then he starts to turn.
Well, thank you. What do you need new members for?
Well, Pinky. No.
What do they do?
He says, well, to live in Port Creeley and to fish the sea and to pass on the rightful word of Mother Hydra. Now he's a little suspicious that you don't know that.
Oh, yes, Mother Hydra. You know, I can actually create songs to Mother Hydra. Here, I'll show you, and I'm going to mesmerize this guy and get him to let me out.
You're going to mesmerize him? All right.
It's all I can think to do.
All right. You can mesmerize him. There's no...
He needs a sorcery. He gets a sorcery save. So
yeah,
I'm going to try to mesmerize.
There's no limit on how many times you can do it or whatever, right? Because you wouldn't have got it back if you lose it because you didn't get a rest. I don't know if that's the case or not.
Oh, yeah, no, then I can't, because I can do it once per day.
Yeah, I'm going to say you didn't properly... I'm going to say you can do it, but he's going to get a bonus to his saving throw. That makes it fair. Because it doesn't say you have to rememorize it, just says you can do it once a day. All right, I'm going to give him +2 on the save. All right, so he's looking at you, and he's like, oh, really? I think I've heard all the Mother Hydra songs. This better be a good one. I think it was a pretty good one. He rolled a 4. Yeah, he's Ooh, I really liked how you mentioned her fins.
Yes,
And
isn't
he's
it
stunned.
wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm going to suggest
No, right. He gets another save for that though.
Yep.
Yeah.
that he
Is
let
good?
me out of the stocks. If you like it so much, I can sing to you as we walk.
Oh, that would be excellent. And he walks up and he kind of goes on the side of him, and there's like these like iron bands on the side that then have like pins going through them on top and bottom, and you hear him messing with it, and you hear the pins drop to the ground. They have like chains on them, so they kind of just fall to the side. And then he kind of like lifts. He's old, so he's not sort of strong. He kind of lifts it a bit, so you can maybe squeeze your head out. He can't lift it that high to get it off all the way. But yeah, he lets you out.
Okay.
Yep.
He
And
says,
he says,
well,
should we go into the fane?
yes, but I think we should all go together.
All of us? Okay. And he starts to walk up to the fane.
Okay, if he's not paying attention to me, I'll go let the closest friend try to let them out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 and actually make a test of wisdom. That's how we do it in this one.
Okay. Oh, that's a
That's
d6.
Pony from
Okay.
this
Yeah,
woman.
Let me get my sheet here. Okay, test of wisdom. I rolled a 1.
A 1. Okay, that's great. So you go over and start lighting them up, and you realize that he's still walking, and you see that he's heading right for that bell. Like he's going to ring it to get everybody to come to the fane, since you said everyone.
Oh. All right, I'll walk back up to him and say, no, not everyone. I meant my friends here.
Oh, but
I
I
don't
think
want to bother
everyone
everybody.
should. Oh, but I feel like everyone should, because your suggestion's already passed. Now he's just mesmerized.
Right.
Because the suggestion was to let you out. He's like, no, I think you're right. We should have everyone come. These are such great songs you have created for Mother Hydra. And he starts to reach for the bell.
No, he's not gonna. Can I try to knock him out? Hit him with
Yeah,
the.
you can roll initiative against him.
Yeah.
You got a 3.
4.
Oh, all right, yeah. What do you want to make an unarmed attack?
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him out.
Well, you could
Yes.
grapple him. You could overbear him if you want to knock him to the ground. You could grapple him, like hold him in a headlock or something.
No,
I
he
don't
needs
know.
to not.
Oh, you
I
just
need
want
to
to
let.
punch him.
I want to knock him out.
Okay, so you could do an unarmed attack. That would be just a D2 plus your strength damage if you hit, and you would just make a regular attack.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Let me look up his armor class.
Oops, that's the wrong dice. There we go. So 7.
Oh no, 7 probably not gonna hit. Right, his armor class is only 8 though. Just you hit armor
No,
class
I
7.
hit
or you
armor
rolled a
class 7.
Oh,
I hit
that
armor class
hits.
7.
Oh yeah, that hits. Yeah, go ahead, do some damage. D2 plus strength. You got it.
Yep. So that's 3.
Okay. Yeah, you give him a good punch in the face, and he staggers back, and he's still up though. At that, he's not mesmerized anymore.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's carrying a net, so he's about to net you, or he's going to try to.
Do we? I got a question, Daniel. Can any of
Yes.
us see this, or are we like facing a different way?
You are looking right at it. All of you except for Crystal's character, Rizaya, she's looking off the other direction, but the other two are looking. Actually, no. Yeah, the other two are looking right at it. Yep, you could absolutely do something next
Can
round.
I make a feat of strength and try to break loose then while this is going on?
Yep, you can. I mean, he'll get his attack
All right.
first. You'll do it next round, but you absolutely can do that. Extraordinary feat of strength. Let me just roll this attack first. Man, that's the third 4 I've rolled. He tries to get you in the net, but he can't. He's like, it misses by a mile. So now let's go into initiative, and then you guys can, if you want to try to break out, you can. Go ahead,
Okay.
Panesta, or roll initiative again. You got 2.
6.
All right. All right. Well, I didn't make everybody state their actions, so I think it was pretty obvious. Does anybody else want to break out of their thing or do anything else before we step into this?
I mean, I can't see it, right? But I can hear what's going on. I mean,
You can
would
hear.
I
You
be
can
able
hear.
to gather?
Yeah. I mean, you hear Panesta say, "Don't ring the bell" or whatever, and then punch the person in the face. And then you hear.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to break out as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have the combat happen first, and that'll happen in a second. So, go ahead, Panesta. This guy's in front of you. He did not ring the bell because he thought he could get you in his neck, but clearly he was not very good at it.
Well, yeah, armor class 5.
That hits.
3.
All right. Yeah, you punch him, and he kind of he falls down on the ground. Go ahead and roll your. I mean, obviously, this is all happening simultaneously, really. So go ahead and roll your feats of strength if you're trying to break out of the.
Nope.
Holy shit! I rolled a
Oof.
4.
All right. Well, you break out then, I guess. I'm assuming that's probably successful.
Yeah, thing's a 24.
Oh yeah, yeah. You reel back, or however you want to describe it. You snap the
Yeah,
wood.
so Rizaya hears Panesta in trouble, her friend, and she quickly says, like, Apollo, give me strength, and boom, just busts straight up out of the stockade.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, you
And-
smash it. It's probably more like you and the things fall out the side and you break it out. But yeah, so you're able to, that's all you can do. Like you literally do that at the end of the round because I mean breaking through a stockade is not going to be easy. Brickle, you weren't able to. Olten, were you trying to break out or are you just standing there
Yeah,
watching?
I tried. I did not. Not only did I not break out, but I feel like I end up looking very silly in my attempt.
Your feet slide back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolled a 4.
Yeah.
I rolled the opposite. I rolled a 96.
Nice.
So,
Very good. Excellent. That's exactly how it should be. All right, so that's cool. Now the real question is, does anybody see all this? Let's see. High or low there, Nikki?
Oh God. Low.
Oh. 7. Nobody noticed it. As far as you could tell, nobody saw this. It happened so fast.
Okay.
Probably the noisiest part of it was Rizaya busting
Yeah.
the scaffolding.
And he's
Uh,
unconscious.
He is unconscious, yep.
Okay.
and laying
I
on the
wonder
ground.
what. I want to run back and Rizaya. That was amazing. Well, let's let Wilton and Brighild out. And we need to
Yes.
figure out what we want to do.
That's the power of Apollo, dear girl. And she will run to Brighild and again letting her out.
Okay, yeah, you guys can definitely do that.
The first thing Brickyard wants to do we see any kind of hand weapons laying around anywhere or any kind of staffs or farming equipment, just anything that would work as a weapon?
Just the net that the guy had. He probably has a knife on his belt, but you don't see any real weapons. There's no guards here or anything.
Yeah, if he has some kind of like skinning knife or something like that, yeah, I'll grab it.
Yeah, I'll say he has some kind of a knife. You can use that as a dagger. And like I said, he has the net, which would act as like a normal net if anybody wants a net.
Would
Otherwise,
we assume
it's
our
like-
stuff is still at the inn? Or no? Sorry.
well, I don't know if you're asking me that. I don't know. Would you?
Yeah.
Rosea's going to say, look, as much as I want to take on this temple right now, we're not in the position for it, but I may have a friend that can help us out.
All right. A friend?
Just, do you trust me? She's going to ask the group.
I mean, I have no reason to not trust you. Yet.
Rizaya is a fishman.
I would trust you a whole lot more if one of you would, I don't know, let me out of this stock.
Oh, I thought Finesta was doing that.
Just say we let you out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
was
assume this is
thinking
happening while.
Brighild.
Yeah, the assumption is that they were helping you as this conversation is going on. So
Okay.
this is all taking all of like 2 minutes. But you are in the middle of town and people are moving around, and you just flattened a guy and he's laying there on the ground. You have the building in front of you, or you could see the entire map.
Yeah, Rosea's going to say, just follow me. I only know one place that we can go right now.
My damn Warhammer.
It was expensive too.
Well, if we don't get it back, they will provide, I guess.
We'll figure something out, my friend. And if they follow Rizea, she's gonna begin to head to that house she knows about.
They're not hanging out here, so it's
I
either,
wish we
She'll
had time to
take,
cut
like-
down that stupid bell.
it's either get in trouble with you or get
Oh yeah, that's actually
I
a
mean,
good idea.
You could
Brighild,
take time to do it.
you have the dagger. Could you just like cut the gong out of it or whatever?
No, that'd take too much time. Let's go.
yeah,
All
Yep.
right. Well,
I'd say just haul ass.
all right. Yeah. So she's gonna take them through like the back alleys as best she could, because like she noticed last time there wasn't as many eyes on her there, right? And she's gonna head towards that house that she was taken to.
Oh yeah, the house. Very good. Yeah, you definitely can do that. Let's see if anybody sees you. No, I mean nobody. You probably hear people and you dodge into alleys and you're kind of moving quickly. No alarm is raised, as far as you can tell. You certainly don't hear the bell, and you end up in that alley that you had gone into that gentleman's place the night before, a few hours ago, really, as it turns out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just gonna open the door. I mean, if he's in there, he'll know who I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely do that. You open up the door. It's as before. It's a mess. It smells of urine and filth. You actually see the old man. He's like kind of curled up in a ball, more or less, laying on what looks like some dirty cloaks on the ground, and you can see an empty bottle of wine on the ground near him. He seems to be passed out.
All right. I'll hurry everyone inside and shut the door behind me.
Okay.
Brighild, as soon as we get in there, she's gonna start looking for more weapons. Let's see if we'll all look for like any type of weapons he may have in there.
Yep, good idea.
Okay. Let me see if he actually has.
Well, I
any
should still have
weapons.
my dagger.
Yeah, if it was small, you probably have it. There's a pretty good chance. I mean, unless it was really obviously on you. They just kind of drag you there. Let's see. So we'll do like a high-low. High or low, Nikki? Do you have your dagger?
We'll go low again.
No. They took it.
No.
Or it fell out or whatever, who knows. Let me go to his place and see.
Can I roll for Rizia to see if she has her dagger?
Yeah. High or low?
I'll go high since Nikki went low.
Okay. I rolled a 1, so no, your dagger is also missing.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
No, I was just commiserating with you.
Yeah. Vanessa's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We should keep track of how many times Vanessa's been captured. You definitely have the record. Okay, so this guy, for the rest of you, and for anybody who might be watching this and didn't watch the other one, he's an old guy. He's in kind of filthy clothes. Smells a little bit of urine, maybe a little bit of vomit on him. Smell on him a bit too. He's got a long kind of yellow beard with it's all dirty. He's very, very thin. He's got greasy fingers, greasy face. He definitely looks like he doesn't wash very often. He's clearly a drunk. You need to smell the alcohol coming off of him. In his house, he's got, I'm going to say you can get the equivalent of daggers. He doesn't have any weapons, it says. Like he has no actual weapons, but I mean, he got to have knives. Everybody has knives. So everybody can get the equivalent of a dagger. Can you use a dagger, Rush? Or you can get something that you could hit with like a club.
Yeah, I can use a dagger. I've got
Okay.
I had a dagger on me, but
Oh, well, let me see. Roll high or low.
we'll go high.
Oh, yeah, you have your dagger. I guess I figured a cleric wouldn't have a dagger, so they didn't take yours.
Read.
Yeah. Brighild didn't have any dagger on her, right, Tony?
She did, but she actually had it in her backpack. So I'm gonna
Ah.
say, it's in her backpack they took.
Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, so everybody can have the equivalent of like a dagger, or if you prefer like a club or something, you can get a frying pan. But there's some basic weapons here. Things you could use as a weapon, a table leg or whatever.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any
Okay.
actual weapons. Yeah.
And then Rizia is gonna go to the old man, and she's gonna like put her hand over his mouth and like kind of wake him up a little bit, like
Ooh.
try and keep him from like screaming out.
Okay.
Not what I
Yeah,
thought
his
that-
eyes open wide, and he's like, and then you feel like a little bit of a burning wetness on your hand as he kind of throws up a little bit down his beard, and
Yeah.
he kind of blinks and he says, and then he picks up that bottle of whiskey and he takes some from it.
No, if he starts to pick up the whiskey, Brickheel's going to knock the bottle out of his hands and break it.
He screams, a terrible scream, like a child with their favorite toy taken away.
And she looks at Rosea and she goes, "The man needs to stay sober. I'm going to see if there's any type of tea or anything here to make him. We need to sober him up so he can be at his best to help us if he's going to help us, as you say."
Yeah, Rosia's kind of like swinging her hand to get the vomit off of it, and she says, "Yes, I agree.
You broke my bottle.
Yes, it's for
I
your own
can't.
best interest."
No, I don't want to remember, he says, and he's weeping.
I'm
Partially
going to
for the
go to
loss
his
of his bottle.
kitchen and see if there's any like tea, make like hot tea or anything in his kitchen.
You know, one thing I haven't asked: does this guy look more like "quote unquote" normal, or is he also like like the others?
He looks more like you. He doesn't have the strange pork greeley look about him. Maybe a little bit, but not nearly like what you've seen. He's kind of bullet headed, but he doesn't have like the big flaps or the weird eyes. Yeah, there's some like dried like fish broth that you could make into like a tea or a broth basically in there. Brickhild.
Yeah, she'll do that, and take him some to drink to try to help sober him up.
Okay. Yeah, you. Wow. Okay, they're not paying attention to you guys. Yeah. So yeah, he drinks it and he's kind of weeping and he says, I was gonna come back for you. They're gonna look for you all day. I figured we could move you at night.
Yeah. Well, plans changed.
You are mighty warriors.
Yes.
Well, we certainly don't wait for rescue.
Well, look.
Wow. He does a little like.
Bard is getting more and more metal as the night goes on.
Well, the only thing is they've taken all of our weapons. Do you have any idea where they would have taken our things? Can we get them back?
I don't know. Maybe in the Fane, or where did they take you?
They had us shackled up.
Right in front of the fane.
You were there. You were going to come back at night and rescue us.
No. Where did they take you? Where did they overtake you? Where did they capture you?
Oh,
Where did you make your final stand?
Tavern. The tavern.
He's getting more and more sober. Well, that would be as good a place as any. That man will take anything he can and sell it. Though he does have the best shrimp paste in all of Port Greeley. Though, understandably, the only shrimp paste currently. But even when there were more people, he had the best.
Okay. Well, our weapons might be at the hotel then.
Oh, you shouldn't go back there. You should just leave.
Of course. I'm afraid that's not an option. You see, the thing is that evil has infected this town, and it's my responsibility to eliminate that evil.
Well, he kind of looks and he says, I don't want to tell you that the last men who I told never came back.
Who were the
He
last
sips
men
his-
you told?
He sips his fish soup tea. There were 3 men from Cromarium, fishmongers. They tried to make contact. And nobody would deal with them, of course. They don't like outsiders here. They take care of their own, as they say. But they were convinced that they could make a deal, so after they bought me a few drinks, I told them that Murloc was the only one who could make such a deal. The High Priest of the Esturk, or Order of Mother Hydra. And they went out to meet them, but never came back. They're probably being used for some kind of rite. Terrible rites.
Do you think these men are still alive?
Well, has Celine been full since they've been gone? The answer is no. Did you guys probably know that?
No, I don't believe so.
No, they're probably alive. Every time Celine is full, all the men, well, all of those of the Order, get into the water and swim 10 miles to the islands, to the shoals. What kind of man can swim 10 miles? No normal man. He looks around for another bottle of booze, which he doesn't have now, of course. So he's sad.
This, oh, go ahead.
I was to say at night when the town, when it is time for sleep, or is the town fairly empty?
Yes, people sleep at night.
Well, I mean, I know that everyone sleeps at night, but I mean, is there
I mean, what are you
activity
trying to-
in town at night, or is it pretty much dead and open?
Well, Port Greeley is like most towns. People go to the tavern at night, or some people stay out. But most sleep.
I'm talking about like the middle of the night, the wee hours of the morning.
I mean, I'm often out then. Drunks and rustabouts are out that late. That's what you wanted me to say, isn't it, cleric? Yes, yes. Normal working people do not go out in the middle of the night. No.
I'm not
I
here to
know.
pass judgment. I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm just trying to find out what the chances would be to make it back to the inn in the wee hours past the midnight hour without being seen.
Well, that would certainly be your best bet.
These men are strange. I do not know what schedule they keep.
Well, men do keep strange schedules. I could give you some cloaks, and you could sneak to the streets. And he gets up from his thing. He kind of digs through like this pile of like dirty laundry on the side. He pulls out a few cloaks that are like, they've got like puke stains on them. And you can just, as he lifts the pile, you can just smell the like body odor coming off of them.
Makes them perfect.
Yeah. And he says, I could give you these to wear, and I have a boat, but it won't get you all the ways to Cromarium. If you're trying to get to Cromarium, you probably should go back through the land. They say that there are maybe 100 men who have not been taken by this, well, I don't want to use the word cult in front of a cleric, but
it's fine.
Cult, and still work the farms. Those men are hated by those in the town.
This
Perhaps-
Murloc,
Yes.
where is he?
I do not want to tell you that, child. You will die like the rest.
That is
Oh.
my choice.
Oh, I think I taste some puke. Oh, I'm going to need a drink.
I reach over and nudge Rosiah and say, most likely he keeps in the pain, if I had to guess. As most high priests would stay in their church.
Yes, but I need to make sure for sure. I don't want to go charging in there, and then it'd be for nothing.
Old Town looks back at the drunkard and says, these 100 men who work the fields, you say that the people of Port really hate them for having not converted. How do the men who work those fields feel about the people in Port Greeley? Are the feelings mutual, or would they
I'm
be
sure.
willing to take up arms?
I'm sure they would be. If powerful warriors could guide them, it would be quite a battle. There's many more than 100 in the city, of course. And they would not let the city fall easily.
I look toward Rosiah and Brighild.
Hey, Rush, if you're got real soft to me, I can hardly understand a word you're saying. I don't know if you're too far from the mic or what.
Probably. How about now?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I need to stop leaning backwards.
So, Uton, you say you want a revelation.
He's not the only one. So the old man will tell you, though, after he gets another, some more of the soup or some water or something, if you're not going to let him drink, he says, well, Melok does go to the Fane when they, after the night after the full moon of Selene. Normally, they are in the shoals. That is why your I guess you didn't say that you knew the guys from Cromarium. That is why the men from Cromarium went there. There is another temple there, I would imagine.
You said these three men would have been taken to an island. Is that the same place that you're speaking of, or how do you get to this island?
Well, they went there through their own volition. They weren't taken to it, but they never came back. So you would head due south. 10 miles from the shore are the shoals of Port Greeley. You probably saw them. Actually, I wonder if they're on that. I wonder if they're on the map. Roll20. I don't think they're on this map because they're too far out. But you would have seen them when you came in on the boat. They're basically a set of 4 islands that are about 10 miles out. Let me see if I have another map that would show it.
Will your boat, old man, make it to these islands?
Oh, yes. I was a fisherman in my day, but they only allow their kind to fish now. And they fish with strange methods. You can see that now, right? I switched you guys over to the, yeah. So basically, the hex map, you guys are, you're here, of course. But that's Port Greeley. Out here, where you see like these buildings are like the farms that are way out in the outskirts, and then if you go down, you can see the Greeley Shoals. That's basically where you're at.
All right.
Yeah. So he's saying, that's basically directly south.
All right. Well, I say we go try to get our weapons back, get that boat, and head to that island. I think we all want to save the world.
I think it would be best that we all not go back to that inn and tavern. Maybe just 2 of us dress up as locals here with what the man has given us, and go and make contact with that keeper of the place and coerce him into giving us back our stuff if he has it. But if we all 4 go, they may be lying in wait for all of us or see us all together again.
Perhaps 2 of us go to the inn and 2 of us make the boat ready.
Yes, that's what would be the best, I think.
Well, he seemed to like you, Brighild, the innkeeper.
Yes, and I would think it'd be best you go with me, Panesta. I believe that between the 2 of us, we can probably speak to him the best.
He did like my song.
He did.
Then I
agree.
shall not lie. Were I to be caught out onto the docks with the boat, I would much prefer to have one of the warriors with me.
Am I not a warrior enough for you?
Yeah.
No, he's.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what
I was
that's
making
what
He
it
was
said.
saying, yeah, that he's happy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With me.
You're one of the warriors.
I was misunderstood, I guess. All right. Yes. I guess that this is the best course of action.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are talking. You hear the bell. Um, ding, ding. So clearly they know that you've escaped now. And when you do, the old man's eyes kind of get big, and he says, if you don't plan to go till the evening, let me hide you. Quick. And he kind of gets down and he starts rolling this big rug away. And you see the trapdoor, which he pulls open, and it's just like it goes down into a darkness, underneath the house, basically.
Ah.
Although now it's daylight, so you can probably see a little bit. It's pretty dark in here. I mean, because you're inside a building and he has most of his shutters closed. But I mean, you can see that there's like a pit, I guess, for like a whatever.
We should probably try to get some proper rest.
I pat the did the guy ever give us his name?
He did not tell you his name, but I believe he did tell Chris's character. I don't remember though, but
Okay,
I'll tell you
he
that.
didn't tell me.
But I'll tell you anyways. Zapatas is his name.
Oh, okay. Well, if I don't know it, I don't know it. So I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder and I'll say, "Keep us safe. When this is all said and done, my friend, I shall see to it an entire cask of the finest I can get, just for you." And then I head down in the hole.
Yeah, Brickhill, when Ultan says that to him, Brickhill walks up next and puts her hand on his other shoulder and she whispers in his ear and she goes, "Stay sober, old man, and I will help that other one buy you the best to drink after we are well out of our way. But if we come out of this hole and you are passed out drunk again, it is not going to look very pretty for you at all."
Wow. Okay. Yeah, he
Right?
looks. He says, "No, no, no. I'm going to. Yes, yes. I'm going to have some fish soup."
Brickhill just pats him on the shoulder again, goes down.
Yeah, Vanessa will go down. She'll
Okay.
smile at him as she goes by.
He smiles. He's got
Yeah.
like crooked teeth and everything. Beard that's all dirty. He starts to like wipe it out a little bit. It's like there's like crunchy parts in it.
Ugh.
Josiah will nod and say, "Blessings of Apollo upon you." And she'll begin to head down and hope she's not making a terrible mistake.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely can do that. Yeah, he closes the trapdoor, of course, above you, and it's very dark. I mean, you can see like little bits of slits of light coming through until he rolls the carpet over, of course. And he rolls the carpet over, and boom. And you can definitely hear, maybe for a little bit when you're kind of settled in, and you're basically, I mean, it's not super comfortable. Clearly, it's just dirt. It's like a root cellar. You can hear the noise of people, the running around the streets, and you hear the bell for a while. And then you probably drift off, because nothing seems to happen, that seems, that you need to take care of it. Nobody comes to the house, whatever. And then at a certain point, you can hear him moving around up at the top again, and he rolls back the rug. You can like, some of the dust like kind of comes through the cracks as he rolls it back, and he pulls open the trapdoor, and you can see that he's cleaned himself up a bit. He's got like he combed his beard out or whatever, and he looks a little bit better. He can tell that his head is really like crunched. You can tell he's like nursing a major hangover. But he says, "It will be dark soon. I wanted to give you time to get ready if you needed any. They've stopped looking. I think they believe that you made your way back through the wastelands."
Yes. All right. Thank you again.
Nods. He says, "Yes, I will bring you to my boat. It is several miles journey off to the marshes where I've hid it. You're not allowed to have a boat anymore unless you are part of the historic order. So I moved mine over there many months ago."
We'll have to come up with a place to rendezvous with our friends. They're gonna go get our stuff.
Right. Well, that is fine. we can bring the boat right around, or they can meet us where the boat is.
Yes, that's maybe a good
Well,
idea.
we as in you, because he's not going with you on the boat.
Yeah,
He's like,
of course.
he's gonna go get a drink when this is all done. He doesn't say that in front of Rick Hill, but he'd do. But yeah, he'll bring you to the boat. But you can do whatever you like. I mean, if you look at you can look at this map if you want. Essentially, his boat is. Let's see. Let me get my little pointy. His boat's like over here. So it's on the other side of those hills. So that's like, I think that's like half a mile outside town. You could either circle around, and just go right into Port Greeley and pick everybody up, or they could meet you at the point here, which would be about half a mile for them, or they could meet you right at the boat. That's really up to the crew how you guys want to handle it.
Riccio would suggest that her and Vanessa meet them at the point there. Then it's not watched or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be less likely to be seen for sure. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so you guys get as ready as you can, and let's do this. So he's going to bring you guys out, the first group, out to the boat, which will likely go fairly uneventful, but we'll see. But those of you that are going to sneak through town, let's. Do you have any kind of stealth ability there, Brighill?
Nope, not that I know of.
Okay.
And I don't have any kind of spell that will help me.
All right. How about? Well, I know that Pernesta does, right? You have a sneak sound.
I move silently 6 and 12.
Okay. All right. So since you're good at it, anyways, and Brighill's kind of a lightweight warrior, we'll make it a and you got a good disguise. So we're gonna make it a moderate task. So you have a 4 and 6 chance. So don't roll a 5 or a 6 when you don't get seen, and you guys can each roll.
Okay.
Oh, a 1.
Nice.
3.
Oh, Virgil's even better than you thought. Yeah. So you guys are able to, nobody's paying attention to you. It's nighttime. There's just some drunkards out and people doing things they shouldn't be. You see some really kind of grotesque looking people in alleyways, exchanging stolen kisses. Hey, just because they're grotesque looking doesn't mean they can't have romance. You make your way back to let me switch to the map. To the let's move the players back down to which basically right here, which is the end that you're going to. You were coming from over here, over here. So it's not so far. The bridge was probably the hairiest part. But in any case. You get to the tavern, to the back of, I'm assuming.
Is there a back door? Yeah, is there a back door to it?
Yeah, there's a back.
Brickio's going to suggest to Finesta to go to the back, and she's going to actually go in the front, and the owner, she's going to approach him. She's wearing all those furs and hoods and whatever, and probably dirtied her face up quite a bit, but she's going to approach him, and when he recognizes who she is, then I guess can take it from there, but she's going to try to get him to think of a reason to go to the kitchen to take some trash out or whatever. And once he goes out back, she's going to just go back out the front and meet him around back. But Panessa will be there to make sure he doesn't run off.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Number 1.
Oh, nice. Wow, you are lucky. All right. I was doing d6 minus 1 patrons in there. And you rolled a 1, so 0 patrons. Yeah, you walk in and you just see the barkeep. He's by himself. He's cleaning some tankards, and he looks up and just sees you and he says, "Have a seat."
Yeah, when he says that, she's going to just ignore that and walk up to the bar. And when she gets up there, she's going to look him in the eye and she's going to go, "You know who I am. And if you yell out, you will not continue the dream of operating this place and this establishment that you enjoy so much. It would be in your best interest to speak to me quietly."
Oh, well, yeah, of course. It was terrible what happened. They came and they bullied me and took you all. I told them, no, leave the strangers alone. They're just visiting town.
Ah, but of course, I'm sure that is the way it went. It has no bearing on what I am here for now. And what I want you to do is go through the kitchen and take out some trash or something back out in the alley. And I am going to meet you around there and I will tell you what I want. And you will give it to me and we will go our ways and you will continue to run this wonderful establishment and have many years of joy. But if you do not do what I say, they will find your body floating in the waters.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, he says, well, no need to get testy. You're going to be in the alley, so I should go to the kitchen. That's okay.
Yeah, go through the kitchen and you should take out maybe some trash. I mean, you take your trash out into the back of the alley, and I will be there just momentarily.
Okay. Okay. And he turns and starts walking towards the kitchen.
Yep, and I'll turn around and go back out the front door and walk around to the alley and see if Vanessa's got them tackled by the time I get around there.
Nice, okay. All right, good. So while you're doing that, let's cut to the other group. You guys, you leave Port Greeley, and it's not very far. You actually go out more or less the same way that the other group did, because you have to cross this bridge. But you head out to the outskirts over here, and pretty soon it opens up into like the farmland, and you can see that the closer farms look untended, but as it gets a little further out, like a little bit further out, you can see that there is actually farms that are being worked properly. Nobody's out and about because, of course, it's the middle of the night. It's a nighttime fog, but it's warm though. It's 20 degrees. You make your way across. Let's see if any purple worms attack you. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty uneventful. The open fields. You don't hear any animals really. He knows exactly where he's going. It looks like, and he just leads you in a straight line, exactly, essentially to a hilly area. When you come up over the crest of the hills, you can actually see that there's a small boat. It's got its mast like taken down and curled up, and it's got like a like a tarp stretched over it. But otherwise, you can see it's a small skiff there. It could probably hold like 5, 6 people, maybe 7, 8. Could fit in it, but like it could be run by maybe 2 people. And he points at it and he says, "There's my boat there. Come." And he kind of kind of crouches down like he's being stealthy, even though you're in the middle of nowhere, nobody's watching you. And he moves down towards the boat. You can see it's like out in the water a bit. It's like buoyed out there, so he's got to go into the water to get it. Actually, you're all gonna have to go in the water to get to it, I suppose, because you can't breathe. There's no dock here, so you're gonna have to walk out into the water if you want to get to the boat. Rizaya and Altan.
Well, I'm assuming that's what we need to do. So,
yep, do it.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna follow him out into the water.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so you do that. It's not tremendously deep. You get out to like maybe like a little bit over your waist. You're both pretty tall. Thank God Panesta's not here. You get out to like waist deep, and before you reach the boat. Of course, obviously, if you're in heavy armor, you're in chain mail. Is that true, Rizai?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, yes. You're like sticking in the mud a little bit, but I mean, it's whatever. You're getting wet, and you're able to like pull yourself up over the side of the boat. He pulls a tarp to the side. He gets in the boat and starts kind of setting it up. Like, do you guys have any experience with sailing?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I'm a butcher.
Let me see what my background was.
Well, I mean, there's oars, so you can.
I was a leather worker.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's oars. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, you can operate the boat. You just want boat goes fast, basically, oars quietly. He shows you there's oars. There's 2 sets of oars, so 2 people could row 2, or theoretically, I guess 4 people would row, but that'd be tight. And there is a mast with a sail on it, and like there's a small storage area where you could put like a dry storage if you want to put stuff in it. it's a basic boat. It's pretty nice, for what it is. You wouldn't go on a long sea voyage with it, but it should be fine. I mean, it looks like it's in decent shape. And he says, "All right, I'll leave you to it. Please, if you are able to rescue the men out there, tell them that I'm sorry, and I didn't realize how dangerous it would be. And please somehow let me know if you're able to get back out alive, so it is not on my conscience that your bodies be taken by the cult as well."
We shall return, and we shall let you know.
Well, yeah, he jumps off the side of the boat and sploosh into the water. It's like a little bit above his waist, and you see him kind of wading towards the shore as you're kind of prepping the boat and whatever you guys want to do there. He gets to the shore and he turns back and looks at you, and you see him reach down and he pulls out a small flask of whiskey, and he takes a shot of it, and then he looks, and then he turns and he walks off into the darkness. And so back at the tavern. All right, so this guy's going to go out the back. So he does exactly what you said. You basically you're circling back around. Go ahead and actually, I'll just roll. Nope. Okay, so there's nobody out in the streets when you come out, Brickhild. So you circle back around, but of course before you get there, the doors open up in the back, Vanessa, and you see the tavern owner, the one that you had charmed before. He's got like a bucket with scraps in it, like basically garbage, and he's about to go walk to the water and throw it in. It looks like as he steps out.
Okay, I'll just say.
Are you hiding, or are you just gonna be like in?
I was kind of in the shadows, but I will step out and say,
Okay.
well, we have to wait for our friend now. Just wait, and I'll stop him from walking to the water.
Oh, thank God you're all right. Those men, I don't know why they took you. They're very, very unfriendly. We're not going to be able to raise our tourism rates here if they keep doing these kind of things. I tell them this all the time. I'm trying to run a business.
Yes, that's understandable. But we just want to talk to you.
Oh, anytime. Why don't you come inside?
Because we don't want to take a chance. Last time we came inside, the men took us.
Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, like I said, those men are not, they're no friends of mine. And just around then, Brickhild, you hear this guy having a conversation in the back with Vanessa as you circle around the corner.
Yep, she'll go walking up behind him and just put her hand on his shoulder and probably scare him, since he's conversing with Vanessa.
Yeah, he drops the slot bucket on the ground all over his feet. Listen, it was not my fault, I swear. I will give you all the shrimp paste that you want.
Well, that sounds delicious to me, but that is not the reason we are here. We are here for our weapons, our gear, and our equipment. Do you still have it in storage here, or did they take it somewhere?
Oh, yes, of course. It's in your rooms. You are guests of my establishment. I have it in your rooms. You can get it whenever you like. Let me get the keys. There's no keys. You don't even need a key. You could just go and get it.
You will come with us as we go to get it. You will stay within our eyesight. As long as we're here, we are going to get our stuff, and we're going to walk out the door. You will never see or hear from us again, and you will continue to run your establishment and do what you wish.
Oh, well, that sounds fantastic. What a good deal. And listen, you only, even though technically we're into the next day because it's so late, I would normally ask for another 2 gold pieces, but because of the misunderstanding, I'm not going to do that. And he picks up his bucket and he turns and just leaves the slop on the ground to try to clean it up, and he walks back in through the kitchen and into the tavern proper.
Yep, and I'll get me and Vanessa, I guess, to follow him and hopefully go to our rooms and gather our stuff.
Yeah, but I want him to come with us, like you said.
Oh yeah, he basically leads the way. He just walks right through. He walks right into the tavern. There's nobody there still. No patrons have come in. and he walks right up the stairs. He kind of like shakes his feet off because there's goop on him. He walks up and yeah, I mean, all the stuff is in one room, just thrown in a pile. It's not like it's in your rooms, like very nightly, like you said. But he opens up one of the doors and he goes, look, see, there's all your gear right there. Yeah, I mean, it is true that when somebody abandons things in Port Greeley, the law says that those in possession of it receive actual lawful possession. And since you didn't technically pay for the room for tonight, maybe you could just take the stuff that's yours and leave the stuff from the other unfortunate guests.
Panesta smiles. Oh, go ahead.
No, that will not be. We will be taking everything of ours and our two friends because we know where they are. You do not, and you will not. But I tell you what, I will do. I will leave you, if there is any of our coins still here, I will leave you a coin or two to make up for your troubles.
Oh, well, I appreciate it very much. See, it's great doing business with you. I hope you come back to Port Greeley more often. We have a wonderful festival in the summer.
I would advise you not drug your guests anymore if you want more custom.
Drugs? Never. I just say no.
Yeah, she just smiles at him.
Come, Panesta, we do not have time to argue with this man, and his ways are his ways and ours are ours. He will not change.
I just given him a tip.
Oh, I do accept tips. He sticks his hand out.
I don't think so. You drugged us. No. Let's go, Brighild.
Yeah, Brighild will actually leave him a coin or two to pay for that second night or whatever. I mean, she said she was, and she will. She'll leave it.
Yeah. He did not go through your coin pouch or anything. He probably didn't have time. So whatever is there is there. I mean, yeah. If you leave him money,
we'll grab our stuff and Rosea's and Altan's and head out the back.
Okay. So yeah, he says, "Well, it was nice to see you again. Hopefully, I will see you for the lobster festival."
Yeah, Brighild don't even respond. She just walks out the back door and shuts it.
Okay. And you're heading towards the meeting point. So let's do one more of those stealthy stealth rolls as you're passing by all those buildings. So you can probably go through the middle of them, but
a 2.
I also got a 2.
Nice. Let's see. Let's see if he tells on you. Not that you know of. No bell sounds as you get to the point. And you're waiting for the. There's so many people that Panesta wants to kill.
Yep.
A trail of unkilled people. So you you get to the oh, not too funny. You get to the point in the meeting point, and it's kind of a secluded area. And after a little bit, you hear, the whoosh, whoosh of oars coming through the water, and you see a small vessel with your friends in it. It is foggy still, although I guess technically you're into the next night.
You probably also hear, "Are you sure it's supposed to be that way? I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to pull it this way."
No, don't push, pull. It's pull. Don't push, pull. Lift, pull. Down, over, lift, pull.
All right, nice. That is how you do it. Extra points for that. So yeah, you come around. It's foggy, and you see your friends. I guess we're in this day here. You arrived. You woke up. Boom. We're here in the morning. So by the time you kind of pick up your friends, you can see the fog is lifting a bit. It's also a bit warmer. 25 degrees. And go ahead and roll a. Let's see. Rush. Roll a d12.
The 12. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Interesting. Perfect. Alrighty. So yeah, you I guess load into the boat and begin your journey out to the shoals.
Okay.
All right. So there's basically 4 of them. You can get like a general. Oh, actually, I mean this is like 10 miles. So I guess each hex is maybe 2 miles. Like I said, there was a half mile, but it should have been 2 miles. But either way, let me actually move you to the better map, which is this one, I think. Oh yeah, this is a much better map. So keeping in mind that these maps show everything, so you can't see everything that's on the map. So use your imagination to not see it. All right. So you're coming from the north, which is the top. You can basically see in this one over here. Oh, you can't see it, but there's this one over here in the big one, which we'll call number 4. We'll call number 4 because there's a 4 on it. That one is, all these trees are basically blocking what is. You can see there's ruins in the middle of it. This is kind of a marshy area with at the top with a kind of a river going into it. It's not a deep enough river that you could bring the boat in, though. You can pretty much tell that. This one over here, they show one boat, but it basically has a lot of kind of cracked up ships on it, or small boats. This one here, because it's clear now, you can actually see that there's some kind of a lighthouse down here, but it's not very bright. And over here, you're seeing it mostly forested. So, I mean, you can, yeah.
Did the old man tell us which one to go to, or?
Did he? Let me just see. I don't know. He would have if he knew. So let me just see if he knows. I can't remember if he knows which one is. Let's see. The old man.
I think he just said that the fish people took him to the islands, or
yeah, the shoals. I did actually say that as the GM playing him, but I want to see if he actually knows because he would tell you if he knew. Let's see. Once he's sober, he talks. Okay. Okay, I told you that. Okay, so he doesn't know, actually. He just knows that it's one of the shoals is where they went.
hey, north is actually north for once.
Yeah. Though the Hyperboria map is so awesome, but it's so weird sometimes when you look at it because the center of the map is north. So when you're looking at the huge map, you're always like, hold on, which direction am I going? Like you could be going up and it's north, but you could also be going up and it could be south, depending on where you are on the map.
Well, I guess we would probably come in seeing either number 2 or 4 probably first, huh? From that area.
Yeah, you'll see those 2 first for sure. You can definitely see, like I said, the bits of the lighthouse, maybe. But because remember, it's only dark for you moved when it started to get dark. You had to go 2 miles. I'm going to say that you probably have another hour or so of it being dark-ish. So yeah, if you kind of sail past them a bit, I'll give you a little more details so you can make a choice of which one you want to explore. I mean, probably the bigger one is the most likely one that would have, civilization on it clearly, because the map on here is it's 1 hex is 3/4 of a mile, so these aren't big, I mean, they're pretty big. It's a 3 mile island. It's pretty big. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would think about the biggest island would be the one,
Sailing directly.
That's just what would make most sense to me off the top of my head.
That's fine. No light shoe. Even the lighthouse is feeble. Okay, that's fine. You see the feeble lighthouse if it's bright, which it is. All right, so you from the water see island number 1. You see a lot of forested land. Shore pines crowd the northern shore and eastern side, so you can see that from a distance. And you can see that the bottom part's kind of marshy. Island 2, which is the closest one in the center, coarse sweeping sand dunes and long stretches of gray gravel dominate the perimeter of the island. So it's basically a gravelly beach. Like I said, you see a couple of ships that look like they're smashed up there. And you do see a small forest in the center. And some of these trees here are very tall, up to 200 feet tall. They're spruce trees. Let's see. That's all you'd see from the water. Island 3. It looks dry and sandy. And on a clear night, you can see the lighthouse, which I already mentioned. And let's see, Island 4. Oh, Kraken. No, I'm just kidding. Island 4. Hold on. Where's Island 4? Oh, there is no Island 4, guys. You can't go there. No, I'm just kidding. They left it out of the module. No, I'm just... It's after these maps, I guess. Island 4, here we go. The largest island, coniferous evergreen forest, firs, pines, and spruces. Also some paper birch. Let's see, ferns, mosses. The entire island is a boggy wilderness. Yes, this is all boggy. So yeah, just what I described. I described it correctly. Basically, you're looking at kind of a forest on one side, and then where that river comes in, you're looking at basically a boggy wetland. If you were to, I mean, I guess you can't really see because you're coming directly from the south. Probably where you're going to end up if you were just sailing directly, since you're not really navigators. You're going to be in the more or less the center. So you would imagine that, like, when you can see these things, you're probably like here. If you can see around Tap into Heaven, like you're there, but maybe further back. So you can basically see like the right hand side of this island with the mountains and the fir trees. And here you see the fir. Island 2, you see the fir trees in the sand. And yeah, so you got about an hour left to darkness. Which island would you like to explore first?
I mean, we don't see any of these that look like they have garden camps on them.
No, the only sign of life, if you will, that you can see from the water is you can see some smashed up boats on number 2, and you can see a lighthouse on number 3.
I say we either go for number 4 because it's the largest island, or we go for number 3 because it's the lighthouse there. I mean, those two are the ones that make the most sense to me. That would house, forced labor camps.
Yeah, I mean, if I was using common sense and we were coming from up top, I would have figured that as we were going by, like Crystal said, the big island is the one that you figure they're going to have stuff going on. But as we go by number 2, it's like, do we see anything that catches our attention? The answer is yes. We would probably go to 2 first because that would be the closest one. Or we would go to 3 because that does have a big shiny lighthouse, not a real shiny lighthouse, but a shiny lighthouse on it. Which, even though 4 is largest, 3 is the one that has the sign of some sort of civilization. So that would be,
Right.
My thing would be sail past number 2. Do we see anything? And if the answer is no, then the decision would come down to between 3 and 4. Like
well, you see on number 2, you do see some boats wrecked on the shore. But if you want like more info on the boats, you'd have to beach.
Yeah,
look at it
because
it is dark.
Wrecked boat just looks like bad sailors. I'm talking about I don't see buildings or
Well, you see multiple wrecked boats. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. What do the other 2 think?
Yeah, I mean, I would think probably, as we pass number 2, seeing what it's sandy and gravelly and stuff, not to go there. I would be for going to the upper north portion of number 4, probably landing in the forest.
Yeah, I would agree. The big island is probably the one that makes the most sense, but if people want to check out the lighthouse, I would not object.
I guess we'll check out number 4 first, and worst comes to worst, maybe we can stay here and then head for the lighthouse once it gets dark again.
It is decided.
Sure. All right. So you're going to go towards the upper north corner of number 4.
Yeah, try to land into the forest. Hopefully, where we can drag the boat up into the forest and hide it.
Okay. Yeah, that seems legit.
That's not the actual number of trees, is it?
Yeah, it is actually weird, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the largest island. As I mentioned, it's got a coniferous evergreen forest. Huh. It even has some paper birch, which is always nice if you want to make some paper. Let's see. You are landing the boat. I mean, nobody is really a sailor, but it shouldn't be that difficult to land the boat. But, there's always a chance you might screw it up. So, somebody who wants to be brave, roll a d12. And if you get a 1, I'm going to say that you might damage your boat bringing it in because you're bringing it into not a dock. Unless you want to leave
you seem to know what you were doing.
Well, unless you want to leave it out like he did, because that's basically how a boat like this. That's what you would normally do. You would leave it out in the water and you drop an anchor. But if you want to actually draw it up on shore, because it's a pretty big boat. I mean, it's not a tiny little thing. It's not a canoe.
Oh,
So you could, if you want to bring it up on shore, you can between 4 of you. It'll be a lot of work, but you could. But it's not made for that. So you might damage the boat. That's why you're rolling, just so you understand that.
well, I don't want to leave it out in the water and chance of getting spotted is the thing.
Fair enough.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to spend too much time dragging a heavy boat on shore and then in a rush need to get out of there and not be able to get it back into the water.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you're looking at least an hour to get it up on the shore, I would imagine.
Oh gosh,
Before
no,
we-
man.
yeah.
No, I'd definitely be against that.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then let's just anchor it then.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, you can anchor it, no problem. How many Medusas come out? No, sorry. All right, let's do it. So you anchor the boat, and you kind of splosh down into the water, and you walk towards the shore. It's it's cold. It's cold, but it's not as cold as it has been. So you can pretty easily make your way to where you're going. I'm going to put you right here. Right, that seems like a good spot to put the boat. So it's like in a bit. So because you wanted to hide it. I don't know if I can make a marker there, but anyways, I'm gonna put it right there. If that's okay. See how I'm doing that? Right by that tree, but in the water, of course. All right, yeah. So you guys start making your way through the forest. Any particular? You're just gonna go inland, I guess, which makes the most sense, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So let's do this. Just to simplify this, you don't have to spend a lot of time on it. Who's leading the way? You don't have Uhtred.
Rosea will lead the way.
Okay, roll d6 for me.
Okay. 3.
Okay. Yeah, so you move through, and you can see actually you're coming out of the forest. And you see some hills in front of you. So you can progress through the hills. Go ahead and roll again. 2. Okay. Yeah, you're still in the hills. You see a river off to your left as you're traveling, so it would be to the west. Do you want to go towards the river or keep going kind of towards the center of the island?
There seems to be a river over that way. Do we want to progress that way, or do we want to make our way more towards the center?
Well, it would maybe be best if they're doing some type of agricultural type activities here that they would need a water source. Maybe we should go west and see where the river, how it looks.
How it looks.
Yes, to get closer to see what the terrain and stuff looks like there.
All right. Sound good to you, Vanessa?
It does. Sounds just fine.
All right, and Ilton automatically agrees. I know Ilton well. So yes, we'll go west.
Okay, I mean you can see the river, so it's not hard to get to it. Let me see what it says about the river. The river causes instant death. No, that's not the river. Okay. No, there is something about the river here, though.
He's actually going to read something out loud, and then we're going to think it's a joke, and it's going to be like,
Yes.
it's actually
Absolutely.
like Cyclops.
You can actually see along the river as you approach the remnants of There it is. Several were the silver rivers wind through the forested marshlands and lowlands of this island. Um, so what you see basically here is the remnants of what were paths that seem to run along the river. They're quite ancient. You think like they're definitely not made by anybody in the last 100 years or so. You can see that they're that they're basically, clearly some kind of civilized, for lack of a better word, peoples must have lived or set up on this island, because you can basically see what are roads. They are basically broken up though with weeds and they're overgrown, and the cobbles are all pushed aside, stuff like that. Essentially, they have not been taken care of in the last whatever many years as you're traveling down the river. You're gonna follow the river. That's the plan.
Yes.
Okay, you can do that. Go ahead and roll a d6 there, Crystal.
Ah, 6.
6. Okay, good. Yeah, you travel a bit more, and you actually you see. We'll probably go on a break as soon as we get to this part. Yeah, old cobblestone paths fall along the south, and as you're following it, you actually you can see the path kind of veers off at one point, and you kind of maybe take a second to walk away from the river to explore it, and you can see that this path it's been used recently. It's not a new path, but it's been used, and maybe you follow it down a little bit more, and you can see that it seems to open up into a ruin. Surprise, surprise. Let me switch you guys to the ruin map. You're entering into this ruin area from over here. You can see where I'm doing that. You can see a lot of these things. I mean, some of the stuff is, you can see there's bushes and stuff around them, but you see the basic outline of pretty much all these buildings. You see there's some kind of collapsed statue over here. There's many outbuildings that look smushed. For some reason, that tree looks like there's a body in it, but I don't think that's the case. Isn't that weird? Or is that just my brain saying that? I was watching the Watchmen, so it's I have a Rorschach thing going on. There seems to be a collapsed temple area over here. You see another statue here. You can see, well, you probably can't see the well, but also you can see a little bit. But yeah, you guys are basically...
Statue.
Yeah, there's definitely a body on the statue. Because it's the statue. All right, yeah, so that's what you guys see. You are there. You can even see the scale there. So it's not huge, not a huge area. Let me do a quick... Okay. And it seems pretty quiet. And at that, let's take a little break.
Are there like step downs there? Like, I'm gonna ping something. Those lines, is that like where the elevations are down or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're elevation lines. So you're going. It's in a valley basically. I guess this part here is the most under. So like you go down to that and then back up to here. If I'm understanding it correctly.
Last question before we take the break. Where do we enter in from?
Right over here.
Okay.
Upper left.
Cool.
Yeah, you always enter through the upper left. that's a rule of maps. When it doesn't say upper left. That is actually pretty true. Exactly where you would have entered in. I was just picking randomly, but that actually seems about right. All right, guys. So yeah, let me go over here and let's give 5. Never know. All right, we're back. The giant frog jumps out. All right, no giant frogs. Okay, so yeah, you're looking at the.
Don't forget to unmute.
Oh, thank you. I think I did, but. Yep, I did. Thank you. Oh, but I don't see any. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yep, we're unmuted. Someday we'll do this professionally, but not today. All right, so main temple ruins. I have box text. An overgrown cobbled path follows along the south river of the island and leads here. The main temple ruins are scattered over a low, broad mound, choked by vines, creepers, stunted trees, and ferns. Several stone block foundations survive, though structures they once supported are lost to the ravages of time. So yeah, guys, what you want to do? When they come for you.
All right. Well, what do you think? You think these people could be living here, or think there could be some more people in these ruins?
It appears it's overgrown, and I don't see any signs of activity. But while we're here, we're not hurt to check to see if we can find anything useful.
Looks like the paths have been recently used, though.
There should be footsteps.
Didn't you just say that everything was overgrown, Daniel, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, I did say that just now, but the path you did notice has been trod upon. It's overgrown, but it's trod upon. So definitely some feet have walked over it in the last several days or weeks. Actually, didn't it snow like 3 days ago? Yeah, you could see that there's probably still snow on the ground because it's been very cold. You can actually see that the path coming from in this area, that there you do see some paths of footprints. Actually, I'd say they're probably still there. So yes, I'm sorry. I was making that unclear. It's overgrown, but it's been trod upon.
Someone is certainly here.
Perhaps the ones who have caused all this chaos to begin with. And Rosaya's gonna go ahead and take out her shield and put it on, just in case someone steps out.
Okay.
Yes. There are people here.
Regardless.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh no, just there are people here. We must use caution, and it's going to be hard in the snow to be silent. Just be aware.
Yes, we must do what we come for, to find these 3 men and see if they're still alive and rescue them.
Oh, I think they're probably still alive. The innkeeper said that they wouldn't kill them or change them until the full moon. But we don't know who's going to be with them. So.
That's right. The innkeeper did say that. That bastard. He's like your best friend.
So which way do you guys want to? Which way do you think, Rusaya? You're kind of our leader. As far as.
Well, let us just continue on into the camp and see what we can find. And Rosalia will begin to walk down, I guess, sort of towards, let's just say the well for now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you could definitely do that. You start heading towards that well area. The old well is overgrown with vines, surrounded by elder trees. Some of them are up to 20 feet tall. So you got 20-foot tall trees growing around it. So this well has not been, used properly by a proper settlement in a long time. The blocks are partially corroded, but it's it seems to be held together fairly decently without walking closer to it to find out. There's no winch or anything above it though. It's just open to the sky. I mean, you can get closer and investigate it more, but that's what you see from a distance.
Well, there's a well here, though it looks like it hasn't been used in some time. No telling how. Can we tell how far down it goes, being daytime?
You want to walk up and look down it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. How deep is your well? Is your well? Deep is your well? Let's see, the well. I'm sure the details of how deep the well is are 100% in this module. I just have to find it. This is the kind of information they give you in Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers. Let's see. Instead of using the PDF, I should have just opened it up. But I'm already committed now. So, sorry. Looks like the well is about 90 feet. Did I say it with a question mark? Yeah, about 90 feet ish. It's pretty far down. So you probably can't actually see all the way down 90 feet, but you can see that it goes out really far. Into the darkness.
Hmm.
Well, it looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Maybe we should try to follow the footprints. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, you could definitely do that. As you're, you head over to that path, basically, which is, you can kind of see there's a path marked. That's basically where you can see footprints. They seem to be heading, well, in one direction. Well, they're going both directions, but they're going out, basically leaving the map to the lower left. And then they also seem to be going to the right past those statues.
Rosiah will approach those statues and see if she can make out what these statues are for.
Oh, yeah, sure. These sculptures depict a voluptuous naked woman with moth-like wings. Chip paint reveals the statue once had been painted cobalt blue, the wings pale green and yellow. Each statue is defaced. You're a paladin and you are a cleric. I'm going to say make a d6 test. 4 and 6 chance of knowing what this is. To Ultan and oh crap.
1.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got it too.
Okay, you got it as well. This is actually a
Mothra.
yeah, it's basically it's a fairly traditional portrayal of Lunaqua. Oh, actually, is that your priesthood, Lunaqua? No, that was somebody else. Lunaqua is the Lunaqua. She's the moon goddess, basically, more or less. I mean, I'm being very general when I say that, but she is a moon goddess.
Is she chaotic or?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, is the moon
No.
chaotic? Probably neutral, I'm guessing. But it could be low. Probably neutral. What do you think? Are you a Lunaqua follower there, Vanessa?
She was raised in the She was raised in Lunaqua. She was kind of on the fence, and now she's Rel.
Oh, right. She was a
Neutrality.
She was a Lunaquan. A Lunaqite.
Yeah, she's neutral.
Yes, you definitely recognize it.
Oh, like my god. Isn't this the god that the you were saying the Port Greeley folk in times long past? Isn't this the one that they typically worshipped?
Yeah, you would think that. Yeah, I mean they beyond Cthulhu.
Okay, so I would just kind of mention that. I say this is Lanakwa. This is the people here once. The people of the Port Greeley area, they once revered this goddess before they began to follow this Hydra. This is their old god.
Makes sense.
You see now the respect they had for the religion of their ancestors.
Does the defacing of them appear to be recent?
Yes. Not hundreds of years old for sure. Not necessarily yesterday, but recent enough. Yeah. You can see where the statues are broken and stuff, where they haven't worn down so much in the breaks, where you would say within the last maybe a dozen years or so. At least some of the breaks. Some of the breaks look older. I mean, it's really hard to say. Nobody has like any kind of sculptor ability, right? Like background. You know what, Tony?
Leather worker.
Since you're looking, go ahead and roll a d6. I'll give you a 2 and 6 chance.
All
Nope,
of
that's
us?
5.
Yeah. You can definitely see some breaks that look pretty recent, but it's unsure if they all are. You know, if the statue was originally toppled a long time ago, and then just recently they just happened to deface it more, or whether or not it was all recent. It's hard to say. But I will say the paint and stuff is faded, so you know that the statue's quite old.
Well, we should continue on to the what appears to be ruins of the temple building over there and see.
I agree. Perhaps the followers of Cthulhu have done this.
That would be my guess. I would think you're right, Ruziah.
We must put an end to this madness.
We are sent here to find the 3 men. That's what I'm sent here for.
Rosea will continue towards the ruins.
Okay. He's going to walk up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I mean, I follow Apollo, which is the sun god. Kind of opposite, but also, you know.
Yeah.
Same vein.
They're all gods in the end. Yeah, as you're kind of approaching this temple area, you can see that there's a set of stairs. Well, there's kind of like a low wall around it. And as you kind of make your way towards the low wall, you just as you're kind of making crunchy sounds as you're walking towards it, you just pick up voices and they stop. And then quickly you see some figures stand, 6 of them. They are basically I don't think I've even counted this before. They are I mean, their name is very descriptive. So they're fishmen. I'm just going to tell you the fishmen because you would know what a fishman is. He looks like a fish. It's literally a fish man. So they are fishmen. 5 of them are, anyways. The other one is a man, like more of a like a human, but he looks very, very deformed. And they see you, and they seem to have been on guard duty, probably slacking off and smoking a cigarette. And then when they heard you come crunching, they stood up, ready for a scrap. So they call out, "More meat for Mother Hydra!" But they say it in fish language, so it's like, all right. So let's see what everybody's gonna do. What's Berghild gonna do? You're maybe like 20 feet away from these guys. They're inside the wall, but the wall's only about maybe 5 feet tall.
You said one of them looks like a Greelian, right?
Yes.
Citizen or whatever. She's just going to yell out at the party, try to keep that one alive. The other ones appear to be something that we can't speak to anyway. And she'll set a spear charge for one of them if they come charging.
Okay. How's about Panesta?
Use my boomerang.
Nice. Rosiah?
How far away are they?
20 feet.
Oh, nice.
Roughly.
Okay. Then I'm gonna charge one of them, and I don't think this will be magic. But I want to use my smite against one of them.
Okay.
Righteous Wrath.
All right. Is it a spell?
Beginning at 3rd level, when delivering a charge attack, mounted or on foot, against an able foe, the paladin gains. Yeah, so I guess it's just a melee.
It's a melee attack. Okay. And how about that's awesome. How about Ultimate?
I'm
What's up,
going
Two
to.
Rush?
Yeah, I just had to unmute. I had to. I'm going to ready my warhammer.
Hey, Daniel, I got a question also. The
Go ahead.
HP that we lost when we were in the stockades, I don't know if I was the only one, but did we regain any of them back or not?
You did sleep actually, so yeah, you can get back a hit die. Plus
All
your
right,
con.
good.
So yeah. Anybody who was hurt, yeah.
All right, I'm back to full then.
Awesome. Okay, so let's roll initiative. I'm gonna go with Brighild because you're on the left. To the left.
right.
They got a 4.
I had a 3.
All right, they're gonna go first. All right, well, they are charging at you, because they're gonna try to chop you to pieces. Let's see. Let me just check their weapons. Okay, you have your spear set for charge.
Yep, and that's weapon class 3, and plus I don't have my book. I don't know what else it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. Because they have tridents, which are also long. So let me see. To make sure about that. Do they write what weapon class it is? No, of course not. That would be too easy for me. So let me just take a quick look because it only really matters for this.
I bet tridents are 3 too, then, because it's probably about the same as a short spear.
I'm guessing they are. I just want to make sure. No, I can't find it because I can never find anything. Because it's so well organized that I just can't find it. There it is, equipage. It's like exactly where it should be, but I just never know where to look. There we go. Weapons.
Ooh, it's
melee
a 4.
weapons. Are they 4?
Says weapon class 4.
Okay, yeah. So you won't. So even though you have your spear set for charge, you won't get first attack. They'll still get the attack on you. In fact, I don't even know if they would. If it would be considered. Yes.
It says on my charge attack that that the attack occurs on phase 1.
Yeah, but you lost initiative, and they're charging you, so you're not going to get to charge them.
Okay.
Yeah. That's under advanced combat, I guess. Set spear for charge. Is that true?
Yeah, it's on 249.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure that he doesn't still get the charge, and also they're charging you, so they're going to have that going on as well. I'm sorry, I can't find anything all of a sudden. My brain is just not finding stuff. Advanced
On charge attack and set versus spear is both on 249.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could have just went to the page. I guess I was using the index to try to find it. All right, 249. Let's take a peek. Let's resolve this. No, 249 in my book is a picture. No, it isn't. You're right. Okay. A not surprised defender can set a spear, which you did, to land spell what is charging. The defender fixes the butt of the weapon. Yeah, we know that. For their knee, if the defender hits the target, the charger, the damage dice are doubled. If the charger's weapon is longer, then he attacks prior to the. Okay, so he'll still get to attack you first. That's what I want to see. It still counts as a charge, even though he hit you first. That's what I was trying to see. Now, if you're charging, a running attack double move made by man or humanoid with armed melee weapon, single attack supersedes standard. We got that. It happens in phase 1 because they are that close. Half of the fighting charge check must be reasonable. Okay, we're charging. Okay. Oh, so you get plus 2 damage if they hit. That's what it is. Okay. So you're still going to get double damage, Tony, if you hit this thing, but they get plus 2 damage, and they get to go first.
So they lose any dexterity AC.
Yeah, and they'll lose their dexterity.
There is no dexterity bonus. They get a -1 AC penalty.
That is correct. All right. So let's get to that first. So only one's going to charge Brighild. There's 5 of them. It's going to go down the line, and then I'll come back around. He misses terribly. One is charging Pinesta. Ooh, that's a 17. They are... So that's going to hit AC 1, which I think hits Pinesta, probably.
Yes, that'll hit me.
Ooh, and a trident does two-handed as well. D8 plus 2, because it charged you. Oh my god, 10 points of damage. Okay. Now Pinesta's really pissed.
Yep.
Rosiah missed terribly on the charge. Oltan, they missed terribly on the charge as well. They suck at charging. The big guy's going to stay back. He's not charging because he doesn't have a chargeable weapon. The other guy's going to charge randomly at the 4th person, which is Oltan. So you got 2 on you, Oltan. They also miss. Okay. Perfect. He's going to stay. He's not charging. He's just going to wait for somebody to come to him. He has a trident, which he holds in his hand. So that's that. That's the charge phase. Then missiles. No missile. Actually, it's your turn. Melee goes first, I should say, because that's it.
Yeah, and
They're
I'm
two.
charging them.
You can't
Right.
charge. They charged you.
I charged them as well, though.
You cannot charge them. They charged you. They're standing on top of you. You have to run half your distance to charge. They beat your initiative.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
You
I
have to
guess I'll
charge.
just-
Yeah, you can't charge if you
Yes.
lose initiative.
Guess I'll just do a regular attack now.
Yeah, it'll just be a regular attack.
All right.
Oh no! Hold on. I'm sorry. Unless you want to charge the guy that didn't enter combat.
No, I'll just stick with
That's
the
up to you.
ones that charge me. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So I hit armor class 1
That hits.
for 8 points of damage.
Ooh. That's very good. You damage him tremendously. He's not happy. But not dead either. Okay, that's the one that you attacked. Okay, that's cool. Brighild, go ahead and do your attack because you're bracing with charge. You're going to do double damage if you hit.
Armor class 7.
No, their AC is 6. Even
All
with
right.
-1 for the -1. Yeah, it misses unfortunately. That would have been a nice attack. Okay, Penesta with the no. I'm sorry. There's one more melee attack. Altan's attack and melee, I think. You have 2 on you, Altan.
I was muted. My fault. You said I do have 2 of them on me.
That is correct.
All right, so I'm going to just pick the closest one. I hit AC 5 with a
That hits.
D8 plus 1. 6 points of damage.
Excellent. He's hurt, but not dead. Podesta, because this guy's on top of you now, you're not really going to hit the one on you with the boomerang. You could either target the guy that didn't charge with the scimitar, or you could target maybe somebody who's on somebody else, I guess. But you can't. You got to throw a boomerang, so you can't attack somebody right next to you.
Yep, fair enough. I will attack the one that Ruzai attacked and almost killed.
Okay, go for it. And he charged, so he's -1 on his AC. So his AC is 6.
Okay, and I get a +2. Boomerang. Ooh,
Nice.
nice. So that's AC 2. So yeah.
Well, that hits. Yeah.
And 4 points of damage.
That kills him.
Yeah. So you see the boomerang cut through. I throw it, cuts through his head, slices his neck off, and comes back to my hand.
Does it come back even when you hit things? That's
No,
fine,
it's a boomerang.
Yeah, I don't think boomerangs come back when you hit stuff with it. We'll say it does because for flavor, it's cool. But when you hit something with a boomerang, it doesn't come back usually. Although I guess it does in the movies.
Is it magic or is it just regular boomerang?
It's a magic
It's
boomerang.
magic.
Oh,
Yeah. Because normally if you hit something with a boomerang, it's basically a club. Anyways, we'll say it comes back for now until we look it up for another occasion. So you can have your awesomeness for at least this one session.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, exactly. Did everybody go? Yes. Except for the dude. He by the way, the guy that did charge for it, he ducks under the wall, so you can't see him. He's basically incomplete cover right now. And yeah. Did you use that Rush?
Oh, I said, damn it, because I was going to do something, but now he's ducked.
Yeah. He's like, peace. He ducks underneath.
Yeah.
He's down there getting his heavy crossbow. All right, so Brickhill, what do you want to do this round? You got one guy on you.
2 spear attacks on him.
Nice. How about Penesta?
I got one on me, so I will switch to melee.
Nice. You can whack him with the boomerang. How about Rosiah? You have none on you currently.
None on me currently. How far away is the guy with the trident?
All the guys are trying to serve like within about 10, 15 feet of you at the most. Everybody, they're in a cluster because you guys were all grouped together. They charged at you, so
Okay.
they're all pretty close. No more than 10, maybe 10, 12 feet, easily reachable.
Nah, I'm gonna. Olton had 2 on him, right?
That is correct.
And he has 1 on him currently.
2 of them only. One's injured, one's not.
Right.
I'm gonna attack one that's on Olton. I'm gonna help Olton out.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, do it now.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, sorry. I was reading something, so I got all confused. Altan, what are you doing?
Well, since that guy ducked, I'm going back melee.
Okay, melee. So everybody's meleeing today. Go ahead, Brickhilt, and roll initiative.
A 5.
Ooh, they also got a 5. Roll for Wandering Monster. No. What? I'm sure you have a higher dex than they do, but what's your dex?
Mine is 12, I believe. Let me make sure.
Yep. I mean, there's 10.
Yep, 12.
Yeah, you win. Go ahead. You got one guy on you, and you can stab him.
Yep, she's going to do her 2 spear attacks on him.
Nice.
Both of them are good rolls. They're hit like one of them hit armor class 0, and the other one hits armor class 2.
Oh yeah.
5 damage and 5 again, so 10 damage total of 2 attacks.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I must say that kills him. So yeah, you jam through, and then he drops. Yeah, nice. Well done. Panesta.
All right, I will attack. Let's see. Yeah, well, armor class 6.
That hit? No, his armor class is 5 because he didn't charge this round.
Okay.
So I missed. Sorry. Okay. Rosiah, you got 2 on Altan. You approached one of them. Are you attacking the injured one or the uninjured one?
If I can choose, I'll attack the injured one first.
Yeah, you can. They're both just standing there, and you get 2 attacks this round.
Yeah. Okay. So, first one hits armor class 6.
Misses.
Oh, all right. Then second hit. That one hits armor class 5,
That hits.
and that's going to be full 10 damage.
Nice. That's enough. You cut one down easily. It falls at your feet. Altan, you got 1 fishman on you.
All right. Let's see. Well, that's going to be a miss.
He doesn't even. He's like, that's a miss. Not even gonna look.
Not even going to look.
All right.
Not a
Okay.
lot, much better.
There are 2 of them left. They seem pretty steadfast in their fighting. You hear a horn is being sounded behind the wall. And the 2 fishmen are going to attack. 1 on Panesta and 1 on either Oltan or Rosiah. First fishman goes after Panesta. Oh, wow. This fishman does not like you. With an 18 on the die, that's going to hit you for sure, because he rolled a 17 last time it hit you. And he's going to do with a 2-handed trident, but without the bonus because he didn't charge this time. Oh, no, I rolled the wrong die. 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah, he stabs into you with his pointy trident, and he says, I know what's for dinner tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Fish. I don't know. He's not that intelligent to come up with a good thing for that. He tried to do it, and then he was like, all right. And then one's going to swing at, well, hold on, let me see. One's going to swing at Altan, and misses terribly. That guy sucks. And the horn's blowing. And what do you guys want to do?
Where's the Port Greelian guy? Where did he go?
He ducked under the wall and is currently.
Oh, he's the
you
one
could
that
surmise.
ducked under.
Yeah, you can probably surmise that he's the one blowing the horn.
Brigio's going to movement and run towards where she hears the horn being blown.
You okay?
I
You
was
can do
going to
that.
do a whole person on him, but I was like, let me do this one round of combat first. I didn't realize he was going to duck. And I was like, oh, you should have just done it off the bat.
He's the leader. He doesn't mess around. Okay, so Brickhill's gonna run around and try to get the guy with the horn on the other side of the wall. Pernesta.
Well, I've got a guy on me, so melee.
Okay. Rosea. There's a guy that's on you / Old Dan, and there's one on Pernesta. Plus the horn blower.
Melee.
Okay. Old Dan.
Going melee.
Alrighty. Alright, let's do initiative there, Brickhill. You got a 3?
4.
Oh, okay, you go first. You're gonna move to him, so I'm gonna have you go last. I'll have the other melee people go first. Bernesta.
All right. Ooh, natural 20.
Hello.
Nice.
She's had enough.
Piss me off,
That's it.
man.
Alright, give me a d6 roll.
4.
4, and you are considered a rogue or a thief, right? I always forget that. You're a thief subclass, right?
Thief
Not a
class,
fighting
yeah.
subclass. Yeah. So 4 gives you double damage. And you can choose either
Okay.
roll the die 1 and double it, or roll 2 dice. Just decide before you roll, clearly.
I will roll 1 die and double
Nice.
it. 16 points of damage.
Wow.
Yeah, I know what's for dinner tonight. Smoked
Wow.
fish.
Wow. All right. Well, Finesta fillets that fish.
My companions got dark.
All right, Rosaya. You got one fish man left. Unless you want to run to the other guy.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and chop down that last fish guy who's trying to hurt my friends, or attempt to anyway. Oh, nice. Not natural 20. Negative hit armor class -3 for
Oh, nice.
6 points of damage.
All right. You hit him hard. Does not go down. Ultan.
I went on ahead and rolled. I got a 13, which hits armor class 4 for 6 points of damage. And that's on the already injured one.
All right. Well, he's injured only because Rosaya injured him. Because she killed the other one before.
Oh, yeah.
All right. But either way, it's enough. It kills him. So between the two of you, you take this guy down. Are you charging at this guy? Can you even charge? I think he's going to get to go before you, Berkhild, only because you have to move to him. And I don't think you can charge because he's not in a straight line. So I think he's actually going to attack you.
I wouldn't say she's actually charging there. She's just running that way, kind of.
All right. He's going to take a swipe at you then when you come around because he hears you kind of running that way. It won't be a surprise or anything, but he's got a 2-handed scimitar. And he looks at you with his weird pork greeley eyes. Ooh, and he rolls an 11. And 11 hits.
I'm AC 4.
Oh, wow. It hits AC 5. The sword just misses you. As you kind of step around, you step back away from it and you can make your attack.
Yeah, she's going, when he does that and she ducks out of the way, she's going to put her shield on. She's bringing her shield up and deflecting that off. And she's just going to take her shield and just push into him and try to knock him down and knock him out. That's what she wants to do.
Okay, so you want to overbear him?
Yep, she's going to overbear him.
Alrighty. I can never, ever find this part. I don't know why. I just put a bookmark there. It's exactly where it should be, but I can't ever find it. Is it in combat actions? Yeah, it is. There it is. All right, overbear. So attempt to make a tackle, potentially pin. Okay, so you need to make an attack roll.
Just a regular attack roll? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, no. I won't hit anything.
All right. Yeah, you swing his shield, and he jumps back, and he says, "Aha! Touche," or whatever. And this, you see kind of on the ground because he dropped it. When he heard you running, is the horn, so he did stop blowing it. Oh God. Okay. The rest of you outside here, probably because you're not engaged immediately with this guy, you hear footsteps running towards you. from from that pathway. Yeah, and yeah.
Rosea hears the footsteps coming, and she sees Brighild wrestling with the leader. She's just going to say to the other two, "Hold the line!" And she's going to put her shield up and get ready for these fishmen.
Okay, so let's go through our declared action. Brighild, what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to try to shield bash him again, knock him out. So
Okay.
over there.
Panesta?
Spell.
Oh, nice. Okay. Rosea?
If I can see them, if I can do it, charge. If not, I'll just defend.
Okay, so you're gonna run forward towards them if you see them coming around. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. That's not really holding the line, but hold 10. No, it's just funny because you're like hold the line and you run.
They know what I mean.
It's a small line, but I'm gonna hold it. Damn it!
It's like literally exactly the opposite of holding the line.
Yes, it's like drawing a little line with her foot going. That's my line.
Oltan, what do you want to do?
You said we cannot see them yet.
You hear them coming around the corner. I mean, they're basically going to get there next round.
Cannot see them. That's fine.
If you win it, no. At this, yes, you can see them.
Okay.
You'll be able to see them by the time combat happens. Basically, they're literally around the corner. So yes,
So what I'm trying to figure out is how many are there.
Okay, that you don't know yet.
Okay. All right. In that case.
But what I'm saying is, if you want to do something like a line of sight spell, you can do it because by the time they only have to take a handful of steps to get around the corner.
I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to do spell or melee, like if it's 3 of them or if it's 30 of them is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, it sounds like more than 3, but less than 30.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just I guess do melee. I'm gonna move up as far as I can and still be able to melee and try and get as close to Brighild as I can.
To Brighild? So you're going to go inside the walled area?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Brighild is fighting the guy with the horn inside the wall area. Right. Well, apparently, because she hasn't done it yet, Rosea is holding the line.
Okay.
And Vanessa's casting a spell.
So I'll move up toward Rosea then.
Okay. Well, she's right next to you.
Okay.
Cool. Because she hasn't actually run yet. All right. So let's roll initiative there, Brighild.
She's leaving you to hold the line all time.
Yeah, exactly. 5.
A 4.
He's going first. Okay. He's got 2 attacks, so it's actually his second attack. He gets 2 attacks this round. I'm just going to do the boss guy first. He's going to swing at you with his 2-handed scimitar, and he's going to say, "I'll cleave your shield, and then cleave your skull." Oh, the 12. 12. It's AC 4.
Yeah, that's what I am, AC 4.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, he cleaves into you with the... I'll just roll them both now. With the scimitar. Oh, God, the 16, he does actually cleave into you twice. He cleaves into you twice with the scimitar. It does... Holy... Wow, okay.
Great.
2-handed scimitar is pretty badass. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Okay. You guys should fight with 2-handed scimitars. Holy crap. Okay. The first attack does 14 points of damage.
Good Lord. Okay.
Yeah, it does 3d4 plus 2, and I rolled max damage. Okay, second one. 1. Now I'm going to roll minimum damage, probably. Almost. All right, I rolled 4 plus 2, 6. So, wow, 20 points of damage. Holy crap.
I'm down to 0 exactly.
All right, you crumble to the ground against the blows of the mighty scimitar. You guys probably see that out of the corner of your eye as Brighild goes down. And coming around the corner are 5 more of these fish guys with their tridents, and they're charging at you. The 3 of you. So that is 1 on each, and then 2 extras. So first on Panesta, 11. So that's going to hit an AC of 7. That doesn't hit you, right? Then a 3 misses you by a mile. Rosea, a 12 hits, I guess, AC 6. That doesn't hit you, right? Yep. Yeah, these guys
are evil, so I'm like AC 2 against them.
Oh, okay. The second one misses by a mile. 12 is hitting AC 6 against against Oltan. No, that doesn't hit you, right? And a 3. So all these guys miss. Why did I roll 2 attacks each? There should have only been 5 of them. But in any case, they all miss. They all charge up, create like mad fish. But they all, fortunately for you, unfortunately for them, I guess, they all miss. And, yeah, so Brighild's down. Melee goes first with the charge going first. Oh, actually, they charged you again, so you can't charge. I keep stealing your charge. I'm sorry, Crystal. Go ahead and make a regular melee attack. Unless you want to charge the guy. I'll let you do it. If you want to charge the guy that's inside the place, you can do that. However, it won't be till it's the next phase. You have to hold off to do that. Because you can see him.
I mean, I'm going to try and get to Brighild, so yes.
Okay, that's fine. So, Oltan, go ahead with your melee. Oh, melee, right?
Yeah.
You're holding the line?
Yeah. Yeah, I missed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say Oltan always misses, but I guess you hit when you need to. But that's the spell.
Yes.
I was gonna, but I can't now.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Somebody's
Yeah.
gotta fight these guys.
I'm going to cast the new spell that I learned in Kamarium.
Enlarge.
Yeah, it's not enlarge, unfortunately. Although that is a badass spell, as I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm pretty cool. So you guys want more of me, and I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Oh, nice.
And I cast 4 plus 1.
Oh.
So 5 Mirror Images.
Holy crap. All right. Boom, boom, boom.
A line of Pinesta, so I will hold the line.
Yes, you are holding the line. All right, that's pretty badass. There is the line right there to be held. Okay, actually, they already, because I forgot the guy went before anything, so they've already gone, Crystal, so it doesn't really matter that you went second phase. You can just go now if you want. You can charge that guy that just took Brighild down.
So I can use my Wrathful Smite against him?
Yeah, if all you have to be able to do is charge, then you 100% can do that.
Yep. That's all I need to be able to do. My righteous wrath, I mean. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay. I hit armor class -2.
That misses. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
Slight silence there, like
No, I don't think you understood. -2. Yeah, misses.
Secret dragon.
Yeah, exactly. But no, and I actually hit frickin' max damage. So
Nice.
that's I get against an evil foe. They gain their damage equal to their bonus level. It replaces the +2 when normally associated with charging. But I still get my strength, right?
Let's see. Against the evil foe, the patrol negates the damage posted to his level of experience, replacing the. Yeah, you get your strength, and you. So you get your level instead of +2. What's your level?
3. So I do a
So you
total
get
of
+3.
13 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
that very much wounds him, but does not kill him.
Okay.
And he looks at you and he says, "You're next." He kind of sighs, looks down at Brighild, and yeah. So currently,
I'm gonna say sorry.
Go ahead. No, you can shit talk.
I just want to say, for flavor, when I come in, you see my sword, just as I'm charging, it burns as if there's flames on it.
I mean, it's fine that you did that. You can't charge with the sword.
Oh, can you what?
Only certain weapons can charge, but it's fine. You did it this time. But you have to charge weapons that can charge, like a spear.
Oh,
The weapon has to have the ability to charge. It's fine for this time, though. But go ahead. Sorry, I didn't want to kill your thing, but just so you know for the future.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
For this one awesome time,
Apollo smiled upon you.
Exactly.
and I strike him with what looks like a flaming sword. And
Nice. Well, you should pick up the trident. You can charge with the trident, that's for sure. When this is all over. Okay, so sorry. I forgot what was going on. Oh, I have to get everybody's actions. Actually, I did not even check that. I hope you can charge with the trident. Although it never benefited them. It only hurt them, so I suppose it didn't matter. what do you guys want to do? Brickhill, you're on the ground, obviously.
I want to
make
bleed
it-
out.
Yeah, make a death save. No, you're at 0. You're at 0, so you're not bleeding out. Make your first death save. Prenesta, what's your plan? 5 Prenestas.
5 Pinistas are all going to melee.
Nice. Oh, wow. Okay. These guys have good morale, because I actually made a morale check on them because they, it's literally this 6 of you now, right? Rosiah, so you're standing facing off against this guy with your sword. You just smote him.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna lay on hands.
Okay.
Healing hands. It's called healing hands. Sorry.
All right, that's fine. You're going to drop down and heal your comrade. How about Ultan?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't know how much. Okay. I was going to run in there and try to heal. But if it seems like Rosiah has got all of that squared away, I reckon I'll just attack another fishman.
Okay, fair enough. We're just declaring actions.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Get ahead of yourself.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Getting ahead of yourself. All right, Brickhill, Tony, roll
Initiative?
please.
Oh,
Yep.
no, a 1.
Oh, they got a 3. All right, this guy with the scimitar, I'm just going to do him first because he's there. He only gets 1 attack this round, so he's going to swing at the paladin and misses with the 3. Outside, wow, this is actually interesting. So they're stupid. So I know there's like a mechanic for it, but I think that they're gonna attack the mirrors. Well, which I don't know if that's good or bad for you, because they're only one's going to attack Ultan, and all the rest of them are going to attack mirror images because they think they're individual foes. Like
Well,
they
it's
don't
better
recognize.
than just having me and Ultan.
Well, no. I'm sure. I mean, yeah. So basically, you're
Yeah.
going to get targeted by 4 of them, and then we'll work out the mirror image spell. But only one's going to go after Ultan. So let's see.
It is on page 193 when you're ready.
Okay, I'll check it out. 19's going to hit you there. He stabs into you with his trident for a whopping 1 point of damage.
Ow.
Wow. Okay, the numbers are going in your favor now all of a sudden, which is good. All right. So mirror image 197. You said
193
193. Okay.
in my book. Yep.
Yep. When the caster is attacked, the referee must assign a probability, which is a mirror image. Oh, okay. So that's basically. So there's 5 total, right? So 6 of you.
Correct.
All right. So, however, each time they kill one, it's going to disappear, right?
Yes. But
Okay.
I'd rather it than them hit me for 10 points.
No, 100%. Okay, so, and it has to hit too, or is just no when attacked, right? So,
Let me see.
does it give the images an armor class? No, it doesn't. I assume they have to hit you still. Oh no, it says right there. Their AC is 9. Okay. All right, so we'll just make you number 1 to make life easier.
Yeah, and
so
dissipates if struck. Yeah, dissipates if struck. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. The first one targets a mirror image and rolls a 12, which will hit. So 1 disappears.
Okay.
The second one targets a mirror image, but misses. Oops.
Okay.
Third one targets a mirror image. We got an 11. I think 11 hits. Let's just look. Yeah, it hits. Okay, so 2 of the mirror images disappear, and
Okay.
that's all 4. That's all 4 of the fishermen. The only person, and then the boss guy already went. And so now it's up to you guys. So Brighild's down. Melee would be you're meleeing, right, Prenesta?
Yes.
Okay, Prenesta and Ultan, and then Rosiah is doing a spell, basically.
All right.
Go ahead.
I will. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, that hits armor class 2
Nice. Killer Prenesta. Yep.
with my sword at the fishman.
That it's.
Or 8 points of damage.
Okay, does not kill him, but he's very hurt.
Okay.
Okay. Ultan. Oh, there's actually 5 fish members. Fine.
So I hit AC 4 again with a 13. So
Hits.
I either roll a 4 or I hit AC 4. Seems
Sounds
to
like
be
me.
yeah. 7 points.
Nice. All right. Very injured, not dead. Okay. Rosaya, you're gonna do the healing, and since you didn't get struck or anything, I'm not gonna say it's imposed at all. So go ahead and do your healing on Brickhild.
I'm just gonna go ahead and use 6 points.
All right.
Okay.
What does it transfer your life into hers like that?
No, I just have 2 HP per level that I can heal, and
Yeah.
once a week I can also cure disease.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, pretty useful. All right. Yeah. So Brickhild, you you feel the power of Apollo waking you up. You're basically on the ground, but we'll deal with that next round. So what does everybody want to do? Brickhild, you're up. What do you want to do?
She looks, and sees Rosiah there first, and she doesn't say anything, and she's getting her senses back, and she sees her spear next to her, and she's gonna grab it two-handed and try to just stab it through this guy now.
Nice. All right. From the ground. All right. Cool.
Yep, from the ground. She's just gonna reach up and try to just stab it right through him.
Fair enough. Panesta, what's your plan?
Another melee.
Okay. And Rosiah?
Sorry, I press the wrong button. I'm melee as well.
Okay. Ultad?
Nah, I'm sticking with my homegirl, so I want to just keep smashing fishmen.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Brickhild, let's roll some initiative.
5.
Oh, you win initiative. Okay, because you're on the ground. I just looked at doesn't have any rule about attacking when you're prone on the ground, so you're probably fine. It's a spear, so I'm gonna say you can just attack normally. You're not gonna get any bonus for it, but you'll get a normal attack.
Yeah, she's just gonna two-handed that sword like straight through his gut and look at him and say, "I gave you a chance." Ooh, armor class 1.
That hits.
Oh my gosh, max damage too. That will be 10.
Nice.
10. Nice. Yeah, this guy's probably a little bit confused because the paladin took a knee next to him, and then he kind of looks down to see what's going on. He sees Brighill's eyes open, and the spear slides forward into her hand and into this guy, and you hear him let out a blood kind of drips out of his mouth, and he falls to the ground with the spear, and I'm dead. And outside, Panesta.
All right, yeah, I'll go for the fishman that I injured. Try to finish him off. What was that? Ooh, but I don't think so. Armor class 6.
6 misses.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna skip you for a second, Crystal, because I don't know what you're gonna do. But I know that Ultan's doing a regular attack. So go ahead, Ultan.
Okay. God damn. I rolled the 2.
Okay. All right. I'm hoping I don't disappear, but I have to unplug my power cord for a second. So everybody stand by.
Oh
This
boy.
This could be disastrous, but it
Could be.
yeah. I realized that I left because I have an adapter from my extra hard drives, but it doesn't put through the full power. It only puts 60% of the power I need for my laptop. So I'm realizing that I'm only at 12%. So I need to.
Oltan is all surprised by all the finesses he's seeing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, when you see that many Panestas. There we are. Okay. I gotta bring everybody back in, guys, so give me a second. Actually, if they haven't moved. Well, I have, though. Let me do this. Perfect. You ready? Let me get my group. Hey.
All right.
Okay. I think that worked. You guys still there?
I'm still
Yep.
here.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Russ
Everybody's
said
up
if you were
there.
just gonna go, go away, he wasn't gonna play anymore, and he left, as you can see.
Of course, we'll come back when he's back.
So Rosiah is just gonna take a hand out to Brighild and help her up and say, "Come, let's finish this." And that's what she's gonna do for her turn. Is help Brighild off the ground.
Excellent. That's pretty awesome. All right, so currently, my dice, they went flying across the room because my computer died. So currently there are 5 living fishmen. There are 4 Podestas. There is 1 Oltan.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so let's move this over here. So we're back. All right.
Did it screw all your video up?
No, because the way I'm streaming is through an external device. So I was like, even if the
Oh.
computer went down, it would just stop. There's going to be like a black spot in the middle of the video, but there's nothing I can do about that. All right. So, what's everybody doing? We'll go down and get. What's now you're in a different order for me though, so I'm just going to do it in this order. What's Vanessa doing? You got all the fishermen there.
Yep. I'm gonna melee for now.
Fantastic. How about Rosiah?
Can I charge another fisherman? Oh, I read charge. It just says a melee weapon. It says,
but the weapons have a say that they can charge. If you look at the weapon descriptions, like read spear. Yeah.
Okay.
It specifically says that you can charge with a spear.
Okay, well then I'll just attack with a sword then.
Yeah. Oltan?
I'm going to sit here and continue making Pinesta look good.
All right. How about Brighild? You're up off the ground now. You killed the main guy with the scimitar there.
Do we see like anything else? Like, is there any
Oh yeah.
behind these ruins? I mean, as far as before I make a decision.
Yep. There's a set of stairs going down.
But we don't hear. We haven't heard anything coming up from it yet after you blow the horn.
No, not from down below. No.
She's gonna get her senses back and move and go back to help Oltan and Vanessa
Okay.
in melee.
All right, perfect. So go ahead and roll initiative there, Tony.
6.
Hey. Oh, they also got a 6. But your dex is better, so you go first. All right, so 2 of you are kind of moving. So the 2 that are stationary can go first. So Nesta and Oltan.
All right. Let's
So
try to
Nesta.
finish this guy off. Can I? It's a nat 20.
Nice.
Another one. Okay. Yes.
All right.
So I will roll my dice.
It's because I'm
96.
distracting them.
Oh, that's right. I gotta roll a d6 first, right?
Yeah, well, that's usually the best way to do it.
6.
6. Whoa, triple damage.
Okay. So roll.
Yeah,
Holy crap! Are you serious?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it sucks. This guy only has a couple hit points left.
Wow.
But good.
Cleave him in twain, woman.
I shall, because I rolled a 7, so that's 21 points of damage.
Oh, nasty.
All right.
Sushi's back on the menu.
You do not want to make me angry, man.
So because that's pretty awesome, what I think we're going to do here is just make an because you only had 3 hit points. So go ahead and make another attack roll, and if you hit, we'll distribute the rest of that damage on the next guy. Like you literally will cleave this guy in half.
Oh yeah, hit with a 15, so armor class 2.
All right, so then you still had 18 points left. That's enough to kill that guy too. Yes, you literally cut 2 people in half, which is pretty epic. And then
we don't need Uhtred.
and then Ultan.
Oh, there's still something alive?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Oh,
One's on top of you. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Haha! I missed again.
I thought you were going to say hit armor class 4 again. I was going to be, that's crazy.
Nope. Got a 5.
It's getting better, slightly better.
The streak is alive.
All right. Then coming out, you're not charging, but coming out from the area is Brighild and Rizaya. Whoever wants to go first there.
Well, Brighild, she sees, back to her senses, she sees all the quadruple Pinestas, and thinks her vision has been affected by being knocked out, and she just goes, oh. And she's going to run up to the nearest one of the fishmen and attack it, as she hopes with her spear. And that's probably going to miss. Armor class 7?
7 misses you.
Yep, she'll miss it, man.
Okay. Rizaya?
Okay, I'm hitting one of them. Nat 1.
Womp womp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's 3 of them. Now everybody's engaged in combat. Okay. So I'm just going to roll randomly to see who they go after. There being a lot of Pinestas. How many Pinestas are there?
4. 3 mirror images left, plus me.
Okay. So 4. And then 3, 7. So I'll roll a d8. Okay, it's going to go after the first person It's going after Brighild. I guess they see maybe that you're injured. And he swings at you. I lost my d20. He rolls 3 and misses. Okay. Second guy. There's 3 of them. Goes after a Pinesta. Roll d4 to see which Pinesta you are.
Okay. I'm number 1.
All right. He goes after number 4, so he hits easily. So there's 1 less Pinesta. It's not 6 of you total. And then the third one is attacking Ultan, because that's who he's been attacking. And he rolls only a 10 and misses. Cool. Excellent. All right. Coming into now the next round, right? Because you guys wanted to show that round. There's 3 of them left. Let me see what they're doing.
Ultan the Unscathed.
Brighild, what do you want to do?
She's going to melee the guy that just attacked her for 2 attacks.
Okay. Pasta?
I will try to get the one on Brighild. Melee.
Okay. And oh my god. Ultan. I couldn't think of Crystal's character's name, so I'm having a blank.
When Brighild runs up, am I able to ascertain very quickly how hurt she still looks? Like, is she bloodied, or does she look?
Yeah, she's pretty hurt. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go spell.
Okay, and Rizaya, what you want to do?
Melee.
Okay.
I'm thinking my mic might be messing up or something.
You're real soft.
Yeah, you sound really quiet.
I don't know why.
Nobody knows.
For me, it seems to happen whenever you roll your dice.
Oh, that's weird.
I'll try to move up a little closer.
There you
That's
go.
much better now.
You have the same
Okay.
problem I'm having. I got to stay close to my mic.
Yeah.
It's sensitive.
Okay, so Brigild, roll a d6 for initiative.
I had a 2.
Oh, they got a 1. All right, you guys go on first.
Wow.
I think I'm just going to go in the order of the head because it makes it easier. So Brigild, you go first.
Yep, she's going to try to take this guy out with her 2 spear attacks.
Melee go first. Magic.
Melee goes first, then missile, then magic,
All right.
then movement.
Armor class 5 and armor class 3. They both hit.
Oh,
Yes, they both hit. Yep.
Let's see, 8 damage for the first one and 5 for the second one, so 13.
All right, that's enough. That obliterates one guy. Vanessa.
Well, I was going to attack that guy, but I will move on to
Well, I
the
mean,
next one.
Yeah, exactly. There's enough there. You guys are it's a big cluster.
I don't know. Let me think. Armor class 4.
Full armor class 4 hits.
All right. Okay. 7 points of damage.
Hurt, not dead. Rosiah, you got 2 that are both injured. One's on, Panessa's on it, is a better way to say it, and the other one's on Ultan.
That's right.
Hitting the one on Ultan.
Only because you charged it, not because you're winning. Wow, she's getting too cocky now.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's see. Armor class 5.
That hits. That's armor class.
That's only 3 points of damage, though.
Which one? Sorry, Ultan?
Ultan.
Okay, not enough. It's still up. It's barely up. Ultan, your spell might be cast now. Go for it.
I'm going to cast Cure Moderate on Brigild, and I already rolled, and I got it's 2d8, and I got 10 total.
All right.
Oh, nice. That's fantastic. Okay, good. All right. Roll that. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. At that, these guys basically they start to run, basically, but they got to win initiative to actually get away from you. And you'll probably get it. You're surrounding them, so you'll all get attacks on them too. But they're going to try to run. But let's just roll initiative, and then we'll see. Well, actually, I guess you know they're going to run, so you can just say what you want to do. What's Brigild? Actually, let's roll first. 'Cause I already said it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's my one.
Oh, they also rolled a 1.
Wow.
But you have a higher dex, so yeah, you see they're getting ready to run.
I'm gonna try to spear them. I'm gonna try to spear one of them to stop them and yell out, "We need to stop them! Don't let them run!"
Okay, how about Panesta? What's Panesta going to do?
Yeah, they're trying to run. I'll try to melee again.
All right, so everybody's going to attack him, basically. We'll just go down the line. Anybody doing a spell or anything? No. Okay, so Brigild, go for it.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice. Awesome.
Roll a
Then still got to
d6.
roll a d6, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a 6.
All right, and you're a fighter, so you do triple damage too.
All right, I rolled a 2, so 3 times 2 is 6. Oh wait,
Nice.
plus my modifiers. I'm sorry, it'd be
Yep.
8.
All right, that's enough. This one's injured, so that's enough to kill it. Excellent.
I blame myself and my healing.
You gave her the strength when she needed it.
Exactly. Rosiah, you got one left that's very injured.
Okay. I missed it.
Oh, okay. You should get 2 attacks this round. No?
Oh, nice. Yes.
What was that last round?
Okay. That should hit. Armor class 1. 5
All right.
points of damage.
That's enough. I think actually last round was 2 attacks, but you didn't get it then because we skipped it. Sometimes you forget. You gotta get used to that fighter that gets 2 attacks. Tony never forgets. He's always on it. I got 2 attacks this round.
Brigild never forgets.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, I was looking during the slight break. I think you might be right. It doesn't say that you have to have a spear to charge, but I'll just roll then because I don't think you should charge with the sword. It doesn't make sense. Not to get extra damage and stuff. So, it is what it is. If it's an applicable weapon, you can charge. I think at this moment, this is a good place to stop. You're standing basically above the temple. I'll give you a little info. Obviously, you just
But
kill those
also
guys.
the Greelian guy. Can we like search him to see if he had anything on him?
Yeah.
Maybe real quick.
Yeah, 100%. So he has a large bronze key on him. It is there's a handout. Hold on. Roll 20.
He's all excited.
I got a handout. I forgot I did it. I forget how to give it to you. I think you're here to do it.
Look, he's got a handout on him.
Oh no. That's not a handout. Where are my handouts?
Where are your handouts?
Oh, I don't think I made it a handout proper. Damn it. Hold on.
I
Poor
just-
Creeley.
just put it
He's
in
all
there.
excited.
I know I. Oh my god, I didn't. Or it's gone. I screwed it up. There is a handout, anyways. There's a key. I will put it. Let's make the thing really big. Oh man, that's frustrating. Roll20 does not like me. It's only showing 2 handouts, and one's from the Hermit's Cave, and the other one is from the. All right. Well, anyways, that's a key. It's a very strange looking key. Actually, I mean, you got a cleric and a paladin in the group. And a bard, for that matter. It's in the shape of Mother Hydra, which is basically. I'll just describe it to you like they used to do back in the day. It basically looks like a crab. It's hard to describe. I'll share the thing with you when the time comes. We'll start next time with that. But yes, there's a key, so good thing you checked him. In addition to that, of course, he has a 2-handed scimitar, which we know does some crazy damage. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the scimitar as kind of a trophy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty
definitely.
badass, yeah. I mean, unless he does special damage, but it says 3d4 plus 2. That's crazy damage.
He must, because I was going to say that's what we was talking about when you left. Was like, that does 3d4, and our scimitars do a d8.
Well, it's a 2-handed scimitar.
Oh, okay.
So it's a different kind of scimitar. It's a big old scimitar. However, that still seems like a lot. Let me look. Let me look at the weapons. Now I'm just curious. Scimitar. Yeah, d8, d10 when it's 2-handed. But a proper 2-handed scimitar. Oh, maybe it's a special one. I don't even see it listed here.
I don't.
So
think
yeah,
it's-
it does 3d4.
Yeah, I don't think it's too OP. I just rolled it and got 6 damage. I mean, that's not that much.
No, so it's 3d4. The plus 2 is because of his strength. So yeah, it can only be used 2-handed, and it is hold on.
It's 12 damage weapon if you roll 3 max rolls. So
I think it might be magic. Why does it say +1 here? I'll figure that out, but you can definitely take it. If it's magic, I'll let you know. It doesn't say it as in his loot, but in the description it says, well, the damage, first of all, is 3d4 plus 2, which is weird. But also in the description it says a 2-handed scimitar +1, and I don't know if that means 2-hit. But I don't think so, because I don't know why he would have that 2-hit. And they don't list his strength, so I don't know if that's the reason why. So I'll go deeper into this and see. But anyways, it's a 2-handed scimitar. And for right now, it'll do 3d4, and I'll let you know if it's magic. Although you already have magic scimitar. You're collecting all kinds of magic scimitars.
If this one, I've been saying if this one's magic, I'll keep it and give them that other one to somebody else.
Yeah. So it's just a different kind of scimitar, I guess. We're just going to call it a... Oh, no, it is sword, 2-handed scimitar, 3d4. It's a regular weapon. Yeah, it's a weapon class 4, and it does 3d4 damage. Yeah, it's a big old thing. Yeah, so if you want to use it, it's pretty imposing, and you are brigildly imposing.
I am.
So that's a pretty badass weapon, and I think it's +1. So I'm gonna say it's a 2-handed scimitar +1, so you can just note that down. In any case, otherwise they have on them. They all have like these like silver holy symbols. You would imagine that they are. That are the Mother Hydra holy symbols. They don't have any coin or anything. The fishermen all have tridents. So if everybody wants a trident, you could do that. Tridents are, not quite as much damage. And that's it. Yeah, that's all they got on them.
Ooh.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're looking down into this set of stairs. They are, well carved but old. So for sure they've been around a long time. But yet they're worn. There is a door, which I guess. Can I just share this? I'm just going to share the screen. That'll make it easier because I want to show you guys a picture, but I didn't. I also want to show you the key because that's just how my brain works. Let me show you the door because the door is pretty awesome. But the door says on it, esoteric order of Mother Hydra, as you might expect it to say at this point. And I will show you a picture. I'm going to share my screen in Zoom, and I don't think that's going to be super useful for people that are watching, but sorry. You'll get the handout when you watch next episode, I guess. Share screen. Yeah, there we go. That's the door. So you can see it's got the fishy or the octopus head dealios on it, and you can see that there's. Oh, go ahead. You can see it, right? Yeah. So that's that. All right, hold on. Handout. The key. Yeah, because didn't I give you the handout with the ring the last time? I must have deleted it.
Yep, we
Yeah.
got the ring.
Oh, it's so weird. I think because I logged out and then logged back in with the crash, that the Roll20 is actually weird. But you can see it now. This is the key, and I will put it in as a handout. You can see it's like weird looking, like kind of crabby weirdness.
Does this door appear to be like newer? I mean, like it's been placed there more recent than.
No, it's ancient.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, well, hold on. When I say ancient, it's not like 1,000 years old, but it's like 100 years old at least. Everything's relative because when I say it's not old, I mean it's not like from before the Green Death kind of thing.
Right, right.
That would be old. You're not looking at my screen right now, right? Because I'm looking for the information. I just realized I'm flipping through the
No.
module. I don't want to give anything away.
No, we
Okay.
can't see your screen at all.
Well,
Right, everyone?
I mean, I wouldn't care, but as a player, I hate spoilers. So, yeah. So basically, it's pretty old. I mean, it's hundreds of years old, but not thousands of years old. Is what I'll say.
Okay.
That's probably the best way to say it. Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But the temple area it looks older. So yeah. So in a sense, the door is recent, but I don't want you to think recent like 3 weeks ago. It's like 100 years ago recent versus
Right.
the temple, which is probably thousands of years old, if that makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, you have slaughtered the fisherman. You can decide what you want to do next time. We'll leave you here. That way, it's a pretty good spot to leave in. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna
Everyone better
We're not
show
streaming
up.
anymore, right?
hold on. I'm streaming right now. Yeah. Why did you want to say something?
Not for the stream, no.
Oh, I see. Okay, so something private. Sorry.